Oh shoot! Hey, I just looked up and realized
We live. Hey, live.
it ain't like it's my first time. Hey man, you ready?
Let's do it. Episode 100.
Hey! That came in with a little extra pep in the step, right?
Little bit.
Hey man, good afternoon, good evening, good night. This is season 6, episode 3, but also episode 100
100.
of the Read Talking Listen podcast. I am your host, Nick Reed, along with my brother and co-host Trey Reed. Killer Cam on the ones and twos tonight. How y'all boys doing, man?
Bro, I'm good, man. Good.
Yeah,
Uh,
sir.
really excited that we at episode 100, bro. Like this shit was wild. It goes all the way back to COVID when we was on the what you call them LJ Num podcast.
Yep. Just press play.
Just plus pray. Shout out to them, man. And we decided we was gonna do our own thing. Popped it off and started out with the this was the Zencaster.
Yep.
Dipped out with Zencaster, hopped on the StreamYards, and shit ain't looked back since.
Man, it's been a journey. It's so crazy because so many people throughout this whole entire time have always been like, "Oh, I want to start a podcast." What do y'all do to start a podcast? How do you start a podcast or whatever? And I'm just like, bro, you just got to start.
You got started.
We got tapes on tapes on tapes of unreleased podcasts, and we was just trying to figure it out, like what we sound like. Do I like the way I sound? Is this even worth pursuing? You know what I mean, or
Yep.
whatever it might be. Do we actually think we might know what we talking about a little bit? Uh, and so when you look back and it's been 100 episodes, bro, I actually went back and did the math. You know what I'm saying? Just to see, like, because I already told you the word of 2024 is consistency, right?
Right.
So I had to go back and look and was like, man, have we been consistent, or should we have already passed, this milestone, before now? And when I went back and did it or whatever, although I know we've dropped more than one show a week before, uh, literally since the day we started, 100 episodes would be one show per week to the date of when we started. So I know we missed some weeks and we didn't came back in and we put in some podcasts here and there or whatever.
And made it up.
Exactly. We got the Wisteria conversations when I was out of town. You know what I'm saying? That type of stuff that came along too. But this is legitimately 1 week one episode per week from the day that we started. Uh, that we've been doing this podcast every week consistently. So shout out to you, man. Shout out to Cam since he joined the squad, and obviously I want to give a shout out to myself, man. That's major. That's major.
Oh, and can't forget Measley. He was there from the beginning.
Hey, Measley came through. Hey, definitely can't forget Measley. Measley was doing what Cam is doing now, before Cam. So hey, shout out to anybody and everybody who shared this podcast, helped us get to where we are right now, man. We finally over the 1K mark. Shout out to y'all for that. We're just gonna keep building it here. You're here on episode 100. We hope to see you here on episode 200, 300, 400, and so on.
For sure, bro. And you said something that was like real. Like people be asking us how you start a podcast. How you start a podcast? It's like, bro, you just got to start. Why I can't get the equipment? The equipment costs too much. And I say, look here, man. In order to get this podcast off the ground, I found somebody on Facebook Marketplace that was selling a laptop here in South Dakota. I drove 45 minutes outside of town, went down a dirt road, through some cornfields, and paid this lady $150 for an old MacBook that I didn't think was gonna work when I got it home. It barely worked, and to the point where the keyboards don't even work. I had to hook up another keyboard to it in order for it to work.
Yeah.
But shit, now we got the big shit. We just got to start it, man. You just got to start it and push through, man. You got by any means necessary. You got to get it done.
No doubt, no doubt. I know there's a video that's posted on my Instagram, on the RTL Instagram. You can go look at it or whatever, and it shows like legitimately video one, because we started off just voice, but video one podcast, and it goes all the way up until like about 6 months ago. from now, maybe a little bit longer than that or whatever, but pretty much the same equipment that we got now. You just see the quality. You couldn't even really see my face. I remember
It's
uh,
grainy, man.
using that HP webcam, that came with my laptop or whatever that I used to have. Using a legitimate microphone for gaming that was on the headset. Crazy. Like it's a whirlwind, but it's been fun, man, and I'm happy to be here.
Oh, for sure, man. And shout out to all the guests too that's come through. You know what I'm saying? Trey Carson, Big Pressure. It was FBG Tez,
Yep, yep.
Coach Smith, Kennard, Fozzie. I mean, we've had some guests on here, man. CJ, every
Just anybody that's come through, man, we appreciate it. We're gonna have some more people fall through, man. But speaking of guests. All right, we've been wanting to do this show right here for a long time. We just haven't been able to get the schedules right and get it all down together. But this one right here is an extra special guest because part of what I do now as an everyday for a living, is a shout out to this man right here. But we got the guy right here, the original, the true Prince Akeem, right there, man. Ronald
Thank you,
Makaramba.
brother.
the
Ronald
American Dream.
Hey, appreciate it. Thank you guys so much, man. Like you said, man, it's a milestone. I feel very honored to be on the 100th episode. I think like that really means a lot, man. And like Nick said, man, I'm honestly proud of how far you've got with the talent, bro. A lot of people pick up on stuff and then they let it go, but you kind of stuck on it and you're starting to see the fruits of your labor. So it's pretty good, man. And Trey, uh, I've known you on a short period of time, but it feels like I've known you forever, man. Like I
Man,
said,
it feel like you've been around forever. I feel like you was over there at 13.
yeah. And then we got my man Cam in the one and twos, man. Always been the man behind the scenes, but
We on scene today.
yeah, I
Yes,
was seeing
sir.
today, man. I was seeing today.
Most definitely, man. Most definitely. Hey, but like we just said, episode 100. So not only do we got special guest in the house, Mr. Makaramba, we also giving away $100 to somebody in the chat. So let your friends know. Tell your mamas, tell your daddies, tell your uncles, tell your cousins. We're giving away the 100 tonight, man. But you got to be in the chat. You got to be active in the chat. Throw your name down there. I'm here. I'm watching from such and such. I love what you're doing. I hate what y'all doing. Whatever you want to say, put it in the chat, man. But before you do anything, you gotta give a big shout out to the man, the myth, the legend, man, the one on the ones and twos, Mr. Killer Cam in the building tonight,
I
man.
don't know.
Hey, it's been a long time coming. Cam's been with us for what? You all season 5,
All season 5.
all season 5, rolling on into season 6, man. We're gonna keep it popping. I see Big Fid in the comments. I see Jessica Trusley in the comments. Brenda McQuarter. Oh, that's Miss Sullivan in the comments right there. She trying to
Oh,
say she need 100
she
tonight.
pulled up.
But no, we're gonna have a good time tonight, guys. We got a lot of stuff to get to. But first and foremost, rocking with the special guest, Mr. Makaramba tonight, man. Talk to us a little bit about, first of all, where you're from, man. Just tell the world a little bit about yourself.
Hey man, like you said, my name is Ronald Makaramba, King of Zamunda. Nah, I'm playing. But, Ronald Makaramba. I'm from Dar es Salaam, Tanzania. In case you're wondering where Dar es Salaam is or Tanzania, Tanzania is located on East Africa. Right below Kenya. A little bit above Somalia, and close to Madagascar and stuff like that. But I'm an island boy. I live like 10 minutes from the beach,
Yeah,
and then but all in transition. How I got here was, like I said, told you before, through soccer, student athlete. Played since I was like, man, I think like probably a little bit like older than Malachi, my son.
yeah,
Like 3 years old, I started playing ball, and then throughout middle school, and then I got an opportunity, moved to England. I played out there during my high school, and then that's where kind of things started blooming a little bit, taking myself serious and stuff. And Ended up getting a scholarship coming to the States, and man, Texarkana, and I meet you guys, bro. It's crazy.
From
It's
Tanzania to
crazy.
Texarkana, baby.
Everybody be asking me, what are you doing here? What here? What's here? I mean, I don't know. Fate brought me here, bro. You know.
Paige Morton says, "Congrats on 100." Hey, we appreciate it. We appreciate it. We appreciate you for being in the chat tonight.
Yeah.
But no, man, coming to Texarkana, it was wild. I was actually thinking about this earlier. I've been thinking about this all day. Just because Cam was like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna be on camera tonight," you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everything. And I was just like, man,
Big C.
it don't seem like it was that long ago, you know what I'm saying, where y'all experienced fellas, it took a lowly washed up football player turned salesman, you know what I'm saying,
Bro.
into
What?
into a videographer, slash
Wow. Yeah.
man back there in that back office, man. So no, shout out to y'all. This it's real special to have y'all both on here tonight, man. I want
But
y'all to know
you know what, bro? Let me
what
tell you something, bro. It was not a coincidence us meeting, bro. It was meant to be. Like
yeah,
it was just like I said, it was God's fate because when we met, bro, like we were cool, but everybody was still kind of like doing their own thing.
yeah,
We were never really a click till like later on.
yeah,
And I mean, even when I got there, I mean, you and Cam were cool and stuff at Texarkana game day, but everybody like you were a salesman, so you're never in the office. And then, like I said, Cam's always been the man that was running stuff behind the scene. So different schedules and boom, show up and man, like it's like I think during the work and I think the vibe we had together, working together, kind of helped a
oh yeah,
little bit. And it's just, man, yeah, like you said, you're a videographer now, and then hell, Cam's in education now, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm in education, and you got into like marketing for another like industry, something that we never really thought would happen.
exactly, exactly.
Yeah, it's crazy how it all happened, but I don't think it was a coincidence, bro. It was all fate.
Oh, it was all in the cards, all in the stars, as they would say.
No doubt. No doubt. Before we dive further into the Makaramba story, man, we got to touch on a little
Mm.
little NFL action going on, man, this year. Everybody know what's going on right now. It's the playoffs. If you didn't watch all season long, you're watching right now. You know what I'm saying? J Mo said the 100 episodes. Keep it going, fellas. Salute, hey man, we appreciate it. I saw you got your badge. You got your badge on here, man. So hey, yeah, we're gonna let you make it. We're gonna let you make it another night. I see that badge. Let you make it. Uh,
uh,
Johnny Murphy said, "Yo, what's good?" Uh, but no, playoff football. Lamar Jackson meeting up with Pat Mahomes this weekend, man. That's going to be a story in itself. So first, we will start off with that game. First of all, Ron, who you picking? Trey, who you picking? Cam, who you picking? And then go ahead and rattle off a little explanation.
who's gonna go first?
Go ahead, Ron. Go ahead,
The
Ron.
nine
I'm already
football.
going in
Hey, listen, man. Listen. As an athlete, I'm gonna go. With the numbers, Kansas was a little bit shaky, but the last game they proved why they're contender. Like why what's it called? The champions. The whatever that thing's called, man. Whatever the contending champions, whatever they
Yeah,
call it.
yeah, they defending champs.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
Defending
yeah.
champions, yeah. They showed last game. They showed why they are, and so I'm going my homes, baby. I'm going my
Cody
home.
Ingram says Ravens about to work Taylor Swift out the playoffs.
and and that's what I was about to say. Hey, Lamar Jackson is on a mission.
Man,
Hey, out of all the playoff games last weekend, the Ravens game was the only one that there was no question. It didn't come to the wire. It was over with before, what I'm saying, halfway through the fourth quarter. It was a wrap, you know what I'm saying? Lamar's on a mission. He's probably going to win league MVP, and to top it off, just a trip to the Super Bowl will top it off, but I think they'll beat Mahomes them in the AFC Championship, move on and win a Super Bowl.
mm,
Cam, what
I
you
don't
got?
know. It's gonna be a tough one, man.
Yeah, same thing they said. It's going to be a tough one. I think this is probably one of the best games leading up to the Super. I'd be happy if this was the Super Bowl. I don't think you can set a bigger stage right now. Two great teams. Man, Lamar has. I think he's always been good. Don't get me wrong, but he's looking like how far he was above the competition in college. We're getting prime Louisville Lamar right now with some age and experience, but you can't count out Pat and the Chiefs. I can see it going either way, really. I'm not going to pick a winner. I can't. I'm trying not to show any favoritism and just enjoy sports. But if you ask me, I think whoever does, the winner of that game will win the Super Bowl going forward.
No doubt.
Ravens
No
or
doubt.
Chiefs. Ravens or Chiefs, either way. I think they got it. Whoever, either which one got the juice.
I like that answer right there. Okay, before I give my take, man, hey, if you're on the podcast right now, do me one solid favor and hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that subscribe button if you're over on the YouTube. Get over to the Instagram, follow the page at the RTL Podcast. Get at my guy right here, DA_dreaded Arthur 17 on the Instagram. Don't forget my guy at Super Producer Cam over there on the gram. And hey, my guy Ronald Makaramba, you can catch him over there, or you can go get to it in a second, but you can catch him at Clean Visuals as well on the Instagram. Hey, and if you don't mind, get on over there to the Big Poppy _ONE9 and give that thing a follow as well, along with Nicholas Reed Photography. Big Nick and Cam, congrats. Remember y'all manifesting this those nights at game day with you. Nothing but the bottom. Yeah, go Ravens. Who is Jacquel G. Harris? Is that
That's
Hey,
is
yeah,
that
yeah.
hey, Nick.
I don't know you as Jacquel. You
No, hold on. I'm looking. I know who it is. I got this Daniel. It's
Daniel.
got to be Daniel.
Daniel, what's good, Daniel? What's good? Yeah, I saw Daniel not too long ago, man. Shout out to you, my boy, holding it down. But yeah, game day. We used to talk about the podcast a lot. You know, rolling out them wires out there. You know what I'm saying? A lot of time to think and talk, man. But no, appreciate you for watching tonight. Yeah, y'all get over there to the Instagram, follow that, get to the YouTube, man. We're trying to run those numbers up over on the YouTube. Y'all have been doing a better job. Hey, Spotify, y'all coming back strong. I like to see that. Okay, y'all coming back strong. So y'all get on y'all's grind. Download, share. We're gonna keep bringing y'all this content.
And on Spotify now, hit that bell on Spotify and go and rate the show. You know what I'm saying? Give us them 5 stars. You know what I'm saying? And that gives us an algorithm, and that'll make Spotify pushes out there to more people. So the more people that hit that bell and rate the show, the more people that come in, more people in the chat, the more fun we have. So
Look at you, man.
The more money we can give away.
Man. But I just alluded to it a little bit, so we're gonna fast forward. We'll hop back into we'll hop back into your story some more in just a second. But I just alluded to it, man. Clean visual. All right, so now we post game day. Now you're a teacher over at Liberty ILO, man, and you also have clean visual. So talk to us a little bit about that.
Man, I don't even, man. Do you even know how I ended up at game day? Cam, do you know?
But is it the car washing?
Yeah. So yeah.
Go ahead, Cam.
I give my little.
Give it to him.
I was always kind of like, I don't want to say crash dummy, but if there was something new fixing to happen, I was usually on board with it, check it out, check pulses out. And I went on one day, he was like, "We finna go have lunch with this guy. I'm fixing to link up with this guy who's washing cars." And I think that was pretty much like the first time I think I worked some games with him, with Ron, but I'm in the press box. He's on the field. So I knew who he was. We had contact information. I would hit him up if we needed a gig, but that was like the first time we sat in and talked. And I mean, you never do tell my car, so you may be the best in the world at it, but I'm sitting there and this cat orders, I'll never forget it, the fish and chips and walk-ons.
My wife
I'm just sitting back.
Yeah.
I'm just sitting back eating my lunch, listen to this guy talking. I'm like, and I don't want this to be no shade to anybody who's in the auto detailing industry, because I know it's a lot of money to be made, but I was like, this cat ain't washing cars, bro. Like this ain't what he's here for. Like in the meeting, that's what he was there for. But just I just had that vibe. I was like, this cat, this ain't, So we went on, and later on, and obviously, long story short, cat ain't washing no cars, like I said. But
but how that sparked up is, you know, even when I was washing cars, I learned washing cars in California when I was out there in my JUCO. So, you know, and I detailed cars for like a high end detailer and stuff, you know, like private jets, Lambos and stuff. So when I was leaving California during that summer break, coming back to Texas, this dude was like, "Hey, man, you know, I got these products and stuff." He gave me like a sack, and he's like, "Go start your own stuff in college. You know, make you a little side money." So that's how it started. I come back to college from you know, my summer break, and you know, COVID hit. COVID hits. I'm like, dude, I'm my house. I was living with other, you know, teammates at the house. We lived on Richmond Road, right near there was a little thing called Crystal Moon, a little lodge called Crystal Moon right there on Richmond Road near Easy Mart. And my house was right there, and I was like, man, there's a perfect garage, there's a driveway. I'm starting a car wash, bruh. And so and then I got some housemates in here. I'm sure they'll love some money. So you know, it ended up I started hiring my own, you know, housemates. And game day pulls up this Corvette, and I'm tripping out, bruh. And he pulls up. He say, "Hey, yeah." I see on his plate number it says TXK Game Day, and I see his face, and I'm like, I seen this dude on social media. So I'm like, "Hey, bro." Uh, when he later on when he came and picked up his car, he was impressed. I was like, "Hey, bro, I noticed on your plate numbers it says TXK Game Day. I like media stuff. I'm interested in it. You know, you mind if I intern for you? Because I'm a senior at this time, so I'm trying to start creating moves because I'm a
Yeah, you
senior
got
and I'm a
some moves.
graduate. You know what I mean? So this guy, you know, he's like, okay, come by the office. I think it was like 2 days later. Come by the office. We'll see what you got. That's the vibe I got. I was like, okay, come by the office. We'll see what you got. You know, but he didn't say that. He was like, come by the office. And I was like, okay. But, you know, mind you, I was doing stuff with my phone, you know,
Yeah.
and part of the reason why I also blew out, you know, with the car detailing is because my marketing was pretty good. I was taking good pictures, making good graphics and stuff. So I had the vision, but, you know, I was using a phone. And so, yeah, I come into game day, bro. I see these crazy cameras. I see IMAX, first time working on IMAX. And, because back home it's more Windows and Microsoft. And bro, so you know, I'm in there. Cam shows me how to work Final Cut Pro, and it was game over. And the rest is history.
Hey, man. No,
Cam shows me how to work that thing, game over. And
man.
then later on along the way, Nick comes in and he gets it. Oh man, yeah. So yeah, it's game day was good, man. Game day was good, bro.
It was lit because I used to come in there, like you said, I wasn't in the office that much, but when I was in the office, I really didn't have nothing to do. You know what I'm saying? But you know, email is the stuff that don't work. That's the only thing you really do in the office as a sales. So I'm in there sitting there. I used to sit in that corner desk. I'll never forget. Y'all used to sit right there doing what I thought was the fun stuff at the time. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. I'm sitting there like, man, it's trash. Man. It's trash. I'm looking back.
Bro.
Ron would always be cooking something, but he would always be doing something on the side too.
Yeah.
What's he doing? What's
Man, Nick was stressing, man. Like it's frustrating making sales, bro. It is.
no
And I
cap.
mean, you are good at it. Don't get me wrong, because on my side, I was looking at you and I'm like, how does he do it? How do you approach people and you convince them to give you the money? How do you
Hey,
do that?
that's what I do every day for a living. Every
Yeah,
day.
yeah, that's something I can't do, bro. That's why I'm like, I'd rather offer a service, you know. But you know, speaking that lingo, you were good at that. I'll give you that, bro, because I can't make no sales.
It wasn't for me. It wasn't for me. I can tell you that. That was a dark time. But I was
We
careful.
made it. Hallelujah.
Hey man, no, but seeing y'all making those videos, man, just the creativity to it, I was just like, oh man, if I could ever pick that up, which I didn't think I could because it looked like alienistic. You know what? Like just moving on, you know, looking at
The frames and all that
all that stuff.
timeline.
Like man, I could never do that. But then y'all showed me how to do it, man, and
You had it.
it's been crazy since then.
You
Uh,
had it, bro.
he said Nick sent water to a well.
Oh, he right.
it wasn't looking that good.
You're right. He's not lying.
Other opinions were being made elsewhere. But
It wasn't looking that good.
hey, thinking back, just trying to interject. I wish probably nobody would watch it. It would be funny for us, but if there'd have been a GoPro just like mounted on my
Oh
windshield,
no.
just all those long drives back home and just the encounters, just from craziness at the gas station to, I mean, we've seen some crazy stuff happen athletically.
Yeah, no
Like,
doubt.
Yeah.
it was a great time to be involved because you had, and I don't want to go too far off, but Damian Collins, the PG baseball team, the LE baseball team, the games that they had at Texas High that playoff, we got to see some crazy sports for there, and I'll always be thankful for that. That was
And we
that
had
was some best times in my life.
first access, bro.
Oh yeah.
I mean, we had access to everywhere. Like,
The
we
stories is crazy. Like, think about this right here. You got Moss clip ends up on ESPN, and Ron is literally in the clip standing there talking to somebody, not even filming with his camera. Like the stuff that happened at game day. But Troy, you got to come down here. It must be nice.
Get some free labor.
Hey, look, hey, check this out. It must be nice.
Let me roll this cable out.
Not everybody can just say, "Hey, boss, I'm gone for a week." And you know what I'm saying? But
2 weeks. I was going for 2 weeks.
all I know is when you coming up to somebody's job so much, everybody like, "Hey, do he work here?" Yeah, that's when you know you off your job for too long. You got to see firsthand how it was back there in the office and all that stuff. Oh,
not this guy.
and vote was good. But you got to see firsthand kind of what went on back there. Kind of give everybody a count. Even though Ron was gone at that time, to kind of give everybody a rundown of kind of what you saw back there.
All right, so living in South Dakota, I would often watch all the game day stuff on Facebook, and I see it on YouTube and all that stuff. So the production is the shit. It's like, man, these cats got Morgan must have a team of soldiers working for them because they're getting pictures, they got video, they got several different angles. I get to the office. It's my first time back. I've been back home for a long time since Nick worked that game day. So I pull in, go to the office, walk in the back. It's like 4 cats back there, man. I'm like, where everybody at?
Yeah.
What you mean?
Everybody.
Yeah, what you mean everybody? I'm like, what? This is it? And they're like, yeah. And that's when I was like, man, these cats are special, man. Like, if you got 4 or 5 cats that's putting the production that game day was putting out, it's like, man, these dudes out here do something special, man. And then just hanging out in the atmosphere, what I'm saying, throwing the football around, the debates.
Chilling.
Like, I love debates, man. What's the name? Old Donnie Bosco, man, always running his lips. But that's my type of dude, man. We talking anime, we talking politics, we talking social issues, you know what I'm saying? Just getting it all in one. It's just a cool environment. And I was like, man, I quit my job and come work there. It was like, no, you don't want to do that.
I would say one thing though, man. At that time, man, we made game day. It still is cool. Don't get me wrong, but man, we made it look fly. We really
I think
did.
that too, just because when you finally see like the people who are actually running it, right? Like look at this screen right now. You know what I'm saying? Look at this screen right now. You see, like, oh, hey, okay, like it ain't nobody dry. It ain't somebody dry doing it. You know what I'm saying? So it was. I think it was legit. It was cool. It still is cool, like Ron said. But no, man, that was a good time.
Great platform. Great platform.
Oh yeah, this wouldn't be happening right now, obviously, if it wasn't for game day for sure. But Ron, man, you end up in Texarkana.
Out of all places, man, tell me about it.
Baby. You land up in Texarkana, man. Walk us through kind of like what was that like when you ended up here, man?
When you pulled in.
All right, so check this out. I'm in California. I was on FaceTime with the coach over here, and it's straight off the bat. He told me, "We are shit, and it's a small town." Straight off the bat, and I was like, "Okay." He's like, "We're not good. If you're expecting us that you're coming here and we're all that," he said, He gave me the expectation. He gave me like what I was gonna expect. He was not telling me it was glitz and glamour. And but he did say if you want to come to a place where you want to build a platform, where you want to help a program grow, where you want to challenge, this is the place. And I've always been an underdog, and so that's one of the things that really sold me. And plus, I had a pretty decent scholarship. You know, at the end of the day, you end up going where your school is gonna get paid for. You know, so and this is what a lot of these young cats don't understand. Is yeah, the offers are good and stuff, and then you go out there, you don't get no playing time, you don't get no recognition. By the time you're a sophomore, you're a senior, your time's gone, bro. So
No, no doubt.
I had a good time. I played. I came in as a top recruit. Had a good time. So that's how I ended up in Texarkana now. You know, just I it basically went where the money was.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's what you got to do, bro. And that's a good talk. That's some good game, free game. I told y'all all season when some free game get dropped, I'm gonna let you know it's right there. You need to go back and rewind and check it out. But no, that was some free game right there from Mr. Makaramba
literally, bro.
talking about getting that playing time. We're in the age right now where a lot of people are scared about scholarships. We're gonna get to that in a
Hmm.
second. But go where that coach really knows or is really genuine about playing time. Where you gonna actually play? Where you gonna actually fit in? It's not always about the glitz and the glamour, man. That's huge uh, in the world of sport.
Oh yeah, a lot of these young cats now they get caught up in the glitz and glamour. Like oh man, you go there and they got your name on your jersey already. They got your helmet. They got your name tag in the locker. You know what I'm saying? You go to the equipment room and you see all the Nike gear, the hoodies, the sweatshirts, the shoes, the shorts, all that. You know what I'm saying? And you like, man, I get all this. And like, yeah, you get all this. And anytime you want a new pair of shoes, you get that.
Yeah,
So they sidetrack you with all this other stuff, and then you sit down in that final meeting, and you ain't thinking about playing time at all. You thinking about oh, when I come here, I'm gonna get this, I'm gonna get that. Not to mention when the players are already there, take you out. So you going to parties, you going to what I'm saying, bars and stuff, and you kicking it, and you thinking about all that, and you're like, yep, and you sign that dotted line, and you get there, and then you like now you worried about playing time
I don't
after you
want to
already
play.
signed that dotted line.
yeah,
Saying you
yeah.
go in and saying, "Hey, if I come here, where am I on the depth chart?" You know, what I'm saying I was running back, and that was my first question: how many running backs you got? How many running backs you got coming in? And where do I fit in your offense?
No, no doubt, no
And
doubt.
that's big. That's big. That's big. It's this is a topic that we could go on and on and on about, bro. Like, um, so rewind back. I originally wanted to go pro. Like like my life, I had already destined that I was gonna make it a professional soccer player.
Yeah,
Starting off from the bad from back home, playing at different. I played for professional clubs, academies, and stuff. And I was in that environment one time. Came out the newspapers and stuff and everything. But my father was always like, "Hey, bro, I need you to stay in education." So it wasn't worth it back home, especially in Africa. Trying to go and make it pro, it's not really worth it.
yeah,
And so he was like, man, stick to education. That's what's gonna get you out of here and get you to a better place. And because my father was well educated, and so he stuck to education. Education was the reason why my dad moved from the village, transitioned to the city. Did
yeah,
that, really like so. So he instilled that in me, and so okay, coming out here, but um, even when I moved to England, like I was going to school, but I really wanted to make it pro, and
yeah,
I met a guy. This was in Dallas, because going to school in the summer, I couldn't travel to go home, so I would stay with some of my friends' houses. So I really every summer I was hoping different houses,
yeah,
and I go to this one house in Dallas. I spend the summer there, and this friend of mine, his dad was from Venezuela. His mom was American. His dad was like, "Okay, Ron, you're a great player. I've seen you play. You say you want to be a professional soccer player. How many times do you train a day?" Or because he said, being a professional soccer player, have you gone out there to work on a touch every day? Have you done your own personal stuff apart from the team's work? Because he said a professional player wakes up in the morning, trains in the middle of the day and trains in the afternoon and trains in the evening. Unless they're trying to do recovery, then maybe they do training in the morning only or twice. But he says morning, afternoon, it should be your life. And he told me that stuff and it hit my head. I was like, there's no way I'm gonna make it pro because I'm not doing that. I'm so way behind. People have been doing this since they're like 16 years old, 14, training 3 times a day.
No doubt.
So
No doubt. And so yeah, you gotta be real with yourself at some point. You know what I'm saying? And you find out something else you're good at. And like you said, education was something your dad always told you. You go all the way through and now look where you are. You know what I'm saying? You're in education, but you always stuck to that. But the thing about it is you came chasing playing time, you ended up
yeah.
in the spots you were supposed to be. Going with the glitz and glamour, you don't know where you end up at the end of that story. But chasing
No.
the playing time, you know what I'm saying, in your sport ended up putting you in your field for life. So I love telling people, like, I got a homeboy who came over here. I don't tell me you can't do something. You know what I'm saying? Like,
No. I
Exactly.
tell my students that I say, don't say you can't. There's no such thing as you cannot because you're being lazy.
exactly.
If you cannot run a camera, you can hold equipment. You can hold a light, can't you? You can set up a light unless you're crippled. But
No doubt.
don't tell me you can't. If you
And
can't run a camera, if you can't edit, you're gonna run lights. That's it.
and if you handicap, they got stuff for that too.
Exactly.
They got stuff
We
for
can take it to
Hey, because I knew a cat that got no legs, and that cat be out in the hunting woods.
Tell me.
Hey, and be
Bro.
knocking elk and deer down. So hey, don't let nothing stop you.
Hey, real quick before we slide back into some playoff football, I just remember this about Ron that I always be laughing about. You know, whenever you just sitting there doing certain stuff, whatever, you just laugh about something. I never forget. I thought whenever I started working that game day, you know what I'm saying? I'm thinking everybody just worked here. You know what I'm saying? Like that's all. Everybody just work here.
Yeah.
Cam work here. Ron work. Everybody just works here, or whatever. So we get done doing a game or something like that, or whatever, and I'm like, hey man, what you about to go do? You know, you trying to go get something to eat or something, whatever. And he was like, nah, man, I'm finna go to work. And I'm like, what? Go to work or whatever. And he's like, yeah. This ain't my real job or whatever. I'm doing good. You know, I'm like, I was working hard or whatever. I go on the Snapchat. My boy on the roof working construction somewhere, bro. I said, oh no, it's over with. It's over with. He on another type of mission, man.
Hey, and that's what spurred. He had that picture, leaned up on that truck with that cowboy hat and the boots on. That was Ron Michael Montgomery. Is where that come from. That was the first taste of the African cowboy.
Oh man, if you ain't seen the Cowboy,
really, damn.
Hey man, if you tuned in right now, please hit that like button,
Man,
that share button, that subscribe button if you're over on the YouTube, man. Hit that notification bell if you're over on the Spotify so you can know anytime we post the show and go live, things like that. Get over to the Instagram, follow at the RTL podcast. Get at my co-host right here, DA_Dreaded17, #1 producer in the world at Super Producer Cam over on the Instagram. Can't forget my guy right here at Ronald Makaramba, or you can catch him on Clean Visuals over on the Instagram. Can't forget about myself, Big Poppy_O9. And last but not least, Nicholas Reed Photography, man. So y'all go check them pages out. Hit those buttons. Hey, share if you're on Facebook. Facebook loves the shares. Y'all doing y'all's thing. We just got our Rising Creator badge. Again. So we back on track. Just where we left off in season 5. So now, they're pushing our stuff out there to more and more people. So it's gonna be more people, some more RTLians in here with y'all sooner than later. Don't forget to stick around for the wheel tonight. We will be spinning the wheel live and giving away that $100, man.
$100.
That Cash App gift card, however you want it.
Money.
And then we also got some heat tonight too. Some stuff that we normally don't get to do. We got a little video drop. We got a video drop on the line for tonight. You know what I'm saying? So hey, y'all just get ready. If you hadn't seen it already, you're gonna get to see it for the first time right here. How many people we got on the wheel right now?
Right now on the wheel, we have.
Man, people really tuned in, man.
We got 20 people on the wheel right now. 20 people.
20
really
people
tuned
on
in,
the
man.
wheel. All right, we gonna let that thing keep rolling for a little bit longer. We gonna let y'all get that hundo. But back to the playoff football, man. I like Cam's answer the most out of everybody's. Just because Kansas City, I love Lamar. I've been saying Lamar for MVP. The Ravens gonna win the Super Bowl. That's been my road for a while now. You know what I'm saying? But Kansas City looking real Kansas City like right now.
I mean,
Said, "Spin it, quit playing."
you can't deny Mahomes, man. He's been there before, man. He's been in the league 6 years, and he's
7.
been 7 years, and he's been to the AFC Championship 6
Every year he's
times.
been starter, he's been to the
Yeah,
AFC.
he's been there. He's been there before, and we posted that thing, a post earlier this week saying like, no, is Mahomes on track to take Brady's throne?
Yeah.
And I know a lot of guys said, no. Some guys said yes. I mean, it all depends. A lot of variables go into play. But right now, if you look at it, he is on track. You know what I'm saying? He's every season that he makes it to the AFC Championship or makes it to the Super Bowl, he's one step closer to catching Tom Brady.
Oh,
But
no
the,
doubt.
but the question is, will football allow him to take the GOAT spot? Like basketball will never allow anybody to take, Jordan's spot.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you why. I'm glad you said that. I'll tell you why football will allow somebody to take Tom Brady's spot because football ain't always messed with Tom Brady. When we came on the scene, the people that's actually watching the sports now and talking about the sports and everything, when we came on the scene, Jordan was already set in stone. There wasn't no denying that.
Right.
Jordan, to everybody in the basketball world, Jordan was set in stone. It didn't matter who came along. They would shut up. You know what I'm saying? So, but Tom Brady, you know what I'm saying? Look, check that out. Tom Brady was already getting, he was getting scrutiny on the way to being the GOAT. He had to play till that long to get his credit. Hell, he had to go win one without Bill Belichick for anybody even try to say, okay, now he good.
Yeah.
Like, Todd Sheldon said he saw a stat that Tom Brady has 288 career wins. Peyton II with 200 wins. Mahomes has 89 wins. From this point moving forward, Mahomes has to have Peyton's entire career to catch Tom. Is that really possible? And that's a good point. Are we just gonna base it off rings to make him the GOAT? Because if you look at it right now, Mahomes is more athletic than Tom Brady. The only thing the only knock that you can give, and it's not even really a knock, is that he's had better play.
That's it.
Basketball didn't let LeBron take it. You can get on ESPN tomorrow and they're gonna be talking about LeBron versus Jordan, and a bunch of people on there gonna still say Jordan,
regardless of what the stats say. But and the thing about that debate is people will overlook LeBron's greatness and go find some other shit like, well, he didn't do this.
Do not run off on LeBron and Jordan.
I'm just saying. But like I think like with football,
he's Captain America.
With football, we are okay with people moving our greats out the way. You know what I'm saying? Like Walter Payton was the greatest running back of all time, and then you know what I'm saying, Emmett slid in. Now you got
that post back up. Keep going, Chuck.
Yeah, and then Emmett slid in. Now you got cats in my generation who's saying, "Oh well, Barry Sanders." No, yes, but the stats say that Emmett is the greatest running back of all time, and let it be that.
Hey, no doubt. Football, I'm telling you, football is a different world. Like Morgan was just saying right there. We've been waiting to replace Tom. Had Peyton stayed a little bit longer and won a couple more, hell, we wouldn't even gave it to Tom.
True.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, you got a lot of people to give it to Breeze right now too.
A lot of folks say it though.
With one Super Bowl,
because it don't matter about that when it comes down to Brady. He ain't. It's just like if there was no Jordan. Let's just say if there was no Jordan, all right, and LeBron came through and did LeBron the same career he's having right now. Boy, they giving that shit to Steph or you know what I'm saying? Like they will replace LeBron because he had to fight it all the way through to get it. If they don't love you from the jump, you're not getting it.
Right.
Kenora said, I just got on and this off subject, but I need to shadow y'all boys to learn how to work that damn camera. Trying to learn. Hey, that's how you do it too, man. You just watch somebody. Well, that's how I did. I can't
You
say
gotta
that.
do it. You gotta
You
do it.
gotta watch somebody.
Do it.
bro,
Just do it.
bro.
He said, "Breeze, no." Hell, if we gonna say Breeze, you might as well go and give it to Romo then. But Romo
What kind of records does Romo got? Let's start there. There's people still chasing Breeze's records today, to this day. Come on, man.
that was
Hey,
a little.
I don't want to hear nothing about no rings making you this or that and the other, especially from no LeBron fans. Y'all better shut it down. I'm gonna let y'all keep y'all's thing. Y'all let me keep mine, and we can keep
Hey,
it pushing.
but the thing about the LeBron situation, if we really want to go to the ring, is that to me, once you got multiple, and that's not just because I'm a LeBron fan. That's anything.
Fair.
Because we don't really count it off rings because there's people with more rings than the people that we think is the best.
And we don't count
Right,
them.
yeah,
We don't count them.
right.
So I can't really,
Don't even get in the conversation. Yeah, don't even get in the conversation.
No. The ring thing is a fallback. That's all. I'm losing an argument, so I'm just gonna throw this on the table. That's my trump card.
I did see this though. This is the last thing I'm saying about LeBron because we on football right now. This is the last LeBron comment I'm making. It do wrap in though. On the Patrick Mahomes little post going around right now, talking about him 6 years going to the AFC Championship 6 times or whatever. Hey, my boy, he got 2 bowls or 3 bowls. He ain't got 6 bowls.
You got 2.
So if we, you know what I'm saying, using the LeBron hater logic, the Jordan Moses logic, really Mahomes ain't shit. So what are we talking about? He done been there that many times and he ain't winning all them times.
Yep.
You don't get no credit for going these days if y'all didn't realize that. Because we still talking about Josh Allen and he ain't did shit. So it's really a lot of football. And a lot of moving the goalposts going around right now.
Speaking of Josh Allen, I know we hit on the last week and we said that he is we said what I say he's not John Elway, but he is Dan Marino. Why we keep giving Josh Allen not we, but why do the media keep giving Josh Allen the what you call it?
Kevin Durant
give him the pass. Bro, you keep getting you cannot win the big game. It's been your career is coming down to you cannot win the big game. Like when it counts.
You haven't won anything. If you don't win the AFC Championship or a Super Bowl or MVP, then you don't win nothing. You got a Madden code.
Yeah, but why do they keep him at the top though? He's always like a top quarterback.
I don't know why. I hit you up at the beginning of the season, and y'all can. I'm gonna start recording these phone calls so I don't think I'll be lying. I hit Trey up at the beginning of the season, and I said to him, word for word, are we gonna let Josh Allen make it another season as a top QB in the league because he's got a big arm?
Actually, I think you said it during the show when we were talking about the whole scholarship, and kids like, hey, look, Josh Allen had no football scholarships, and we gonna keep letting him make it.
We letting Josh Allen make it, man, because he's got a big arm and he might be a nice guy, whatever. Hey, look. First of all, Stephon Diggs, go ahead, Ron.
You know, I thought about this the other day, and I was about to message you on the group chat. I saw Josh Allen, the Allen dude, play the past 2 games.
Yeah,
he's proved something. He's got something special. So we may have to keep a look at it on him because he does have an arm. But
how long we gonna look?
Yeah,
he ain't no second year, third year. He on what? 6, 7?
Probably 6.
Like, how long we gonna? You know what I mean? If Lamar had Josh Allen's career, if Lamar doesn't have an MVP right now, hell, the Ravens may have moved on from him already.
Yeah, he on year 6. No, but see, but we know what that treatment is. Don't compare it to Lamar Jackson because
I'm just saying. I mean,
Lamar Jackson is in a class of running back. He's in a certain group of running backs that you don't get no leeway. You got to be great, and the moment you're not great, they ship your ass home. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about.
Hey, since we're on the quarterback topic, right? Yeah. I'm gonna go off topic a little bit. I'm gonna go off topic a little bit.
I thought you
walk light.
Here we go. Here we go. Hey, man. Hey, I gotta give it to the boy, man. Gotta give it to the boy, man. The boy had a heck of a season.
What you giving to him?
Yeah.
Participation? He's an NFL quarterback, He's
He
supposed to
said
throw for 4,000.
participation.
I'm saying he's an NFL
One,
QB.
one,
Listen. I still
one
think
of the highest paid.
should still give him a run. Add a couple boys to his back. Add another person, one or two more people like CD Lamb. CD Lamb cannot do it on his own, bro.
They
Pollard
can't
cannot
afford
do
to
it
pay
on his
nobody
own.
else good because he's so trash and making so much money. They can't get him no more help. He was supposed to
Look,
be the help.
Well, damn
the help
shit.
was there. This is my thing right here with the whole Cowboys situation.
He needs it. He can't just do it. CD Lamb was the only person that was turning up that whole
No,
playoff
hell
series.
no. Cook.
Who's Cook,
Hey,
man?
he don't even know who Cook is.
What
He
you
ain't
mean?
doing that. Look,
Brandon, Devin Cook brother.
Well, listen, I seen the Cook. I seen the Cook guy.
no way.
But to me, Pollard and CeeDee Lamb were, outshining.
No,
Defense
Ron,
let
what
it
game?
down. They
What
need
were
to
you
sweep the
watching?
house.
Pollard
They
is
need to sweep.
garbage. Pollard is garbage. The Cowboys have missed a window.
Ron said he would tolerate no Cowboys.
They win the Cowboys window was when they had Zeke. It was that year that they got put up the playoffs against it was like right in the first round. I can't remember who they got beat by. But
Hey, look, all that y'all saying right there is irrelevant. Let me
3 years ago. 3 years ago.
I know you still wet behind the ears. I know you still wet behind the ears on this football thing. But let me tell you something. Dak is supposed to throw for 4,000 yards this season. He's one of the highest paid QBs in the NFL. And on the help situation, how much help you gonna get? They had the team with been loaded up. You done had a top receiver in the NFL every year you've been in the league.
Hell, since he got in the league, he's had the best O-line in the league up until
No, and that's another thing y'all need to stop saying. Them boys ain't been the best O-line since.
No, I know,
They've been living off that name since then.
No, when Dak got there, they had a damn good O-line. When Zach Martin got
And
drafted,
they was good, and that was them, and that's the only time they was good. After that, they ain't never been together, and they ain't never been good. So y'all can shut that down. Every time they play a good pass rusher, he make them look stupid. So I don't know why the Cowboys just trash. All Cowboys fans need to hang it up.
Man.
I don't know how Ron found football and ended up a Cowboy fan.
He been over there at Mark's house.
hey, Mark gonna see this and hate on you now. Hey, listen, man. Listen, man. I've always been an NFL fan. It's growing on me. It's growing on me. Okay, I'm starting to understand the game right now. And I never had a team. I could have just bandwagon on a team. I had no reason to have a team, but now I have a reason to have a team. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, can you be a Cowboy fan and say bang bang? Is that realistic?
No, that's saying bang bang.
Hey, Morgan said Cowboys with this group is done from now on till after the Super Bowl. Bang bang. Goodness, boy, that's
no. I think Morgan's a 49er fan, ain't he?
Morgan is a Cowboy fan.
He's a Cowboy diehard fan.
Oh,
he got stars all over his house.
It's all starting to switch up nowadays, so I feel that. I ain't mad at you for leaving the Cowboys. They ain't did shit for you. You know what I'm saying? Hey, what y'all think about this? Because I know I like to and go crazy with it. Conspiracy talk. Jerry Jones sold himself for all them Super Bowls back in the 90s. That's why it don't matter what they do, no matter who they get, they gonna be trash. What y'all think about that?
No, because he already said that he would sell his soul for another one. So I don't think he sold it yet.
He was just putting that out there for the. He can't get in contact with him no more. He put that out there on national TV. Like, I'll do it again.
You can't sell it twice.
I'll buy it back and do it again. I got that type of free.
Hey,
all right, so Nick, all right, so since y'all hate so much on Cowboys, what if you're Jerry Jones, what would you do? Obviously, you're gonna say get out Dak. Okay, get out Dak. Let's get that out the way.
You can't because then
they got scrape clean right now.
Yeah, once if you get rid of Dak, now you getting back to square one because now you got to hope that you can draft or get a quarterback out of free agency that's gonna come in and pick up the slack or pick up where Dak left off.
It's not just the QB issue though. That's what.
No, I know it's not, but I'm just saying.
I'm just saying it's not just the QB issue. It's an organizational issue. I mean, we like to talk about Cleveland.
To me, okay, yes, Dak did mistakes. CD Lamb had could made some couple touches, but at that game that they lost, I'm putting it all on defense. Defense was absolutely trash.
I mean, yeah, Jordan Love got on their top.
Defense let Dak down. Defense let Dak down on that game. Period.
Hey, this is another thing about Jerry Jones.
I'm just
You,
saying.
you go get Dan Quinn. I'm a retired Falcon fan. If y'all didn't know, boy, I wouldn't go touch Dan Quinn with a 10-foot pole after that Super Bowl, bro. We know you don't know what to do in the big game. You showed the world you don't know what to do. I mean, dang. We're gonna sit back. We up on arguably the best QB ever in the game, 28-3.
And you're gonna sit back on them.
You're gonna sit back in a soft zone and just watch them pick you apart for the rest of the game?
It's a script.
Come on, man. And that's another conspiracy. What y'all think about the script? Because you know they had the Super Bowl little halftime. Who gonna be in the Super Bowl or whatever already? They accidentally leaked it or whatever. Whatever happened.
Hey, and the colors of the Super Bowl.
Oh, the colors thing. What y'all think about the colors of the?
Either one, it's a coincidence, or this shit scripted. And if it's scripted, that's fine because we watch not everybody, but a lot of people watch WWE.
I can't lie to y'all.
Scripted.
I can't lie to y'all.
It's too much money on the line.
Football is scripted. Is gonna do exactly to me what it did to when I found out WWE was garbage. When I found out WWE was fake, I just can't. I ain't saying it's bad for you to watch it. Now I just can't watch it because
it's not the same no more. It's not the same no more. It's not the same no more.
Because now I see even though I still watch it from time to time, I can still see the fakeness. Like, well, you now you overacting. And when you little and you see somebody get hit, you don't really see, you don't know how people react when they get hit. As an adult, I know when you hit somebody in the face, I know how they gonna react. You can't be.
You don't think the NBA is entertainment either? I think at this point it could be all entertainment.
I don't know. I think NFL. Yeah, you got me on that one. I do believe that.
I agree with both.
You want to watch real football? Go watch rugby.
A lot of people say, "Hey, first of all, don't ever say that again."
Yeah,
I respect
rugby.
I respect it. Don't do that. Don't do that, Ron. I respect it. Don't do that because in rugby they show you in the little A7FL that they got going on over here in America right now. It ain't nothing to get out there and knock it down with no pads on.
Bro, hey, let me tell you, Brian. Hey, there was 1 year at the Naval Academy. It was 1 year where I played spring rugby. Bro, I ain't never touched that ball. Bro, I was eating out there, bro. I just hang outside the scrum. As soon as that ball pop out, I was gone.
I got my money and I was gone.
I'm out there stiff armor and everything, like I'm in pads.
But no, I respect rugby. You know, they be doing their thing, getting cauliflower ear and all that good stuff. You know, I respect what they got going on. I know a few rugby players too. But it's just you're not gonna. It's been scientifically proven that you're not gonna run up to him and hit him like you would with the helmet. That's why they think that might be the answer in all the concussions in NFL is take the helmets off. Because you're not gonna run up to that man and hit him with your head without the helmet on.
Hey, this man,
you just not going to. You know what I'm saying? You smarter than that. At least most people are. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to the most barbaric sport, like especially whenever the rules, like if the refs ain't on that extra, you can't match that football intensity.
No, and I think that's why people love it so much. It is barbaric. Like when you sit and when you're in the bleachers and you watching, yeah, it's entertaining. But if you talk to people who've been in it at any level, it is war. Like high school, yeah, it's cute. Y'all think it's cute, but some of the shit that we saying each other out there, people biting you. You on the bottom of the pile, they biting you. They poking you in the ribs. They putting their finger in your butt, like all that shit.
That's right.
Yeah, it's a it's a battlefield.
Yo,
hey, we all know the man is a victim.
Cam, Queen. We were playing Queen City, bro. And I don't know the cat name, number 40, bro. He hit me with one of these right between the cheeks, and then called me a name that ain't on here. And I'm like, bruh, you the one. You the one,
hey,
bruh.
That's a chop. You said this. That's a chop. You had me thinking.
Come on, man. Them fighting
going on.
Stuff
You know what I'm saying? So like it's barbaric, man. Like guys like go out and try to break somebody's neck. Like that's what you taught. bro, break their neck.
Hey, Quinn said, "Don't tell nobody else that story," and he right. Don't tell nobody else that story.
Hey, Trey, I'm gonna hold you right there on that butt stuff. All right.
Whoa, pause.
Whoa. Hey, this is it is after
In
dark.
the
but
soccer
it's-
field,
it's a family show now.
in the soccer field, especially in Europe, totally. Like I'm not saying I'm a victim, but that it happens when
Nah,
you
you a
play.
victim.
No.
Where are we going with?
Hey, hold on, no. Hey, let me tell you something.
Well, hey,
Hey,
nice seeing y'all on the 100th episode. Hope y'all tune in next week.
Hey, hold on.
One-on-one.
I will say this though. Football is barbaric on the field. Let me tell you something about them soccer players, bro. These not soccer players, the soccer fans over in Europe. They will meet up outside a pub, beat the shit out of each other, literally. Beer bottles, sticks, whatever they can get their hands on, and then after somebody didn't won, they call them the hooligans. After they didn't beat the shit out of each other, they go in the pub, have a drink, and go to the game together.
Yeah,
I
it's
just
like,
broke
bro,
your
I'm telling
jaw,
you.
and now we're going to have a beer and then go watch the game.
the most dirty people I've played with are English people. Like
Mm.
when you play against it, because you know the center backs, the defenders, the guys that play defense, they get on
Yeah,
you.
me
They're
too,
gonna
man.
do anything to distract you, bro. They're gonna get. They said last night I slept with Jamal. You know they could say anything, and just to keep you off the game.
Man,
English
he said
are
soccer players
dirty,
are the
dirty.
softest
scum.
players on the planet.
I mean, that's normal. It comes. It's part of the drama. The referee, you're trying to get him. You're trying to get him when somebody tackles you and you be all dramatic. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
flopping originated in
flop,
soccer, man. I done seen cats get
flopping
hit.
is. I see people in NBA now flopping and
It
NFL.
is.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's starting to be a thing.
They do it every now and then. They do
Flopping
it.
is normal, man.
And here comes Jordan Moses with a flopping comment. Oh,
Is he already
didn't.
on it?
No,
Oh,
he
I
didn't.
thought
Nope,
they
he didn't.
already-
Ah!
Check this out right here.
I told you it was coming.
I
knew
know.
it was
I
coming.
knew somebody was gonna say that.
Hey, it's wild.
Somebody was gonna
This
say
is
that.
what I said about the LeBron flopping comments, right? And then I want to go ahead and get to the video, and then get to the wheel too for these folks tonight. But about the LeBron flopping, if everybody is sitting here telling you that LeBron is the best at everything basketball, and the league starts going towards flopping, why wouldn't you think that LeBron wouldn't be the best flopper as well? Like, he's literally the best at every asset of the game. You don't think he's gonna be the best at flopping? Like, come on, man.
Yeah.
If we get in the ref, I'm gonna get him too.
It's part of it, man. I mean, the referee's a human being. He's got to
Hey,
react to it.
hey, and no offense to any Hooper friends. Obviously, y'all, we had Dustin on here. You know what I'm saying? Big ups to Dustin doing his thing right now. I heard he was shooting like 45% from three, which is wild. But check this out. Basketball players are the softest athletes on the planet. I don't care what nobody say. Hoopers are the softest athletes on planet Earth. And don't try to say, what about Shaq? That's one person. All
Are you
right.
saying as a whole?
Yeah, just as a whole, hoopers in general.
And-
You ever ran up on a group of hoopers and be like, oh, I might have to watch myself in here.
Nope.
No,
On the college campus.
Maybe in Memphis.
Hey, on the college campus, ain't nobody scared of the hoopers.
I mean, as a whole, I mean, that's y'all's whole. All hoopers cry. You ever been to a rec center and watched the game of basketball? They can't get a playoff. They can't get a series. They can't get a. Ain't no Rochambeau going on. They can't get up and down the court. Foul. They argue about the foul for 10 minutes, 15. I mean, bro, hoopers are soft. That's why if a group of football players would play against a group of basketball players, the games be closed and they be crying. Yeah, they might win. They better at basketball, but they be crying the whole time.
No, Morgan. I would scrub with any NBA player out there.
NBA dudes don't fight. They fake. They go towards each other and wait for their friends to grab.
and that's why the NBA players,
Except
girls now,
Draymond.
Draymond gonna get you. Draymond coming to clean something.
Hey, any NBA players that may happen to see this on the internet when it gets cut up later on, just remember these faces. Hey, don't come over here with that.
Hey, come on the show.
Run up on me.
Hey, come on the show. That's all I
Run
got.
up on me.
Any NBA player that want to rebuttal, please come on the show.
Yeah. Hit me and you'll be hearing from my attorney. Because I'm getting paid.
Hey, no cap.
And when I came down,
Ooh.
But no, real talk though. Like I watch it on YouTube all the time. Like the basketball fights. You know what I'm saying? Hey,
Hey,
the
Japoya
most
said it.
recent one, and I saw somebody put his name in the comments earlier, which makes it even more. When they fouled Giannis or whatever before they stole his ball, when they fouled Giannis all hard, I wish I would have told you to cue this clip up. His brother did the most fakest charge. Like, I'm gonna charge out there on the court if somebody don't grab me. In the history of I'm gonna charge out there if somebody don't grab me. Bro had a seizure standing there for like 2 minutes before he tried to go for it. Not until somebody put their arm around him, he tried to act like he was gonna go out there and save his brother. I'm like, man, the NBA,
Get out of here.
they just, I understand they making millions. They don't want to fight, whatever, get suspended, blase. Say that for your preacher. You out there acting like you mad. You know what I'm saying? It didn't got to that point where you're gonna cause a scene.
Hey, this what I believe right here. They should adopt the rules of hockey. We're gonna give y'all.
Oh, I was about to say
Every
that.
sport
Yeah.
should.
Yes, we
I was about to say that.
we gonna give
Them
y'all
fight.
what was it like 20, 30 seconds?
Don't even give him that. That's a long fight. Yeah.
Hey man, them cats. hey, them cats throw
All
the
you need
glove.
is one good punch.
Hey, them cats throw the gloves off, man. Grab and it's just this right here until somebody quit.
Bro,
On
they,
ice.
need to get them cats a quick 10.
On
That's all
ice,
they
bro.
need. 10 seconds
ice.
is a long time, bro. Y'all already face to face. We don't need no moving around and you ain't squaring up and all that. No. Y'all already face to face. Y'all done bumped into each other. What have you? 10 seconds. We really y'all just got till we get there.
What up,
Do whatever
Cole?
you gonna do. Old Crumpler said, "What up, killer?
Hey, that's my frat brother right there.
What's good with it?"
Hotty toddy, brother.
Hey, Ron, give me right here before we drop this video. Give me your craziest. I won't even say craziest. Give me a wild Tanzanian. Give me a wild Tanzanian story, man.
Man, I got a lot, and see, I got these people in the chats. They're gonna start tripping out, thinking I'm weird and stuff. But it's just Cam. Cam. I've said a lot of stories in Cam, and Cam's been, like what, but so I'm gonna rewind it. This is when I was really, really young. Maybe I would say probably about 8 or 10, and we play with bikes a lot. It was a thing back in the day. You guys did it too. Run around with bikes. You leave in the morning, come back at night. In the
Before the
evening.
street light come on.
Yeah, come back before the duck comes out. So, this one time
Hold up, before the who come out?
before the dark
Okay.
comes out.
I thought you said the dark guy. I was like,
Oh no,
all dark.
Yeah, no. But we have a story of that thing. I'll get to that though some other day, maybe. But yeah, there was a guy that happened back home. He would come out at night. He was all black and he would rape people. Literally. Yeah, it's crazy. But
Turns that way. It's not.
yeah. But
Say grape.
yeah, but I was young, coming back, running around with the bike and stuff. We go into this area, we see a bunch of monkeys. But see, back home, some of them
Trey, let me have it.
monkeys are pretty big. This man is a big and bro, these monkeys start pulling up and they start wanting to chase us, and we on bikes. Because we riding around with the bike. We pull up to the territory. We didn't even know there's a bunch of monkeys right there. They start chasing us, throwing rocks, and we had to run away. I think that was the most terrifying thing that has ever happened to me, because these were not normal monkeys.
Hey,
y'all done ran up on some gangster monkeys.
These were not normal monkeys, man. Like, these were like, I don't know what to say, man.
So you saying
if this monkey would stand, it would be probably halfway.
So what y'all on a normal day? Paint me this picture. On a normal day, y'all just riding bikes. Y'all could bust the corner and there's just a pack of monkeys on top, right there. Boom.
Yeah,
bro.
Like,
they be
on our normal routine. We're going in, and then there's monkeys right there on the road. We had to stop, and so we stopped. These monkeys start charging towards us, like they pulling up on us now. Like they really coming to mess us up. Like,
what's that y'all claim?
So I get
Hell,
back on my bike and I'm running. I'm running, and they really chased us at least for for a few good minutes, bro. But that's the most terrifying thing that's ever happened to me because I knew like today was the day. Because when they get you, their teeth are razor sharp, so they really it's
They on
monkeys are pretty bad, bro. Like
Hey,
when I say
Monkey was
back
still
home,
there.
we got big monkeys.
Hey, he was sitting there. What bike? The beach cruiser, the one I let you borrow a couple weeks ago. We can just leave it over at my house. It could be like both of ours.
But hey, there's some crazy stories back home, man. Crazy stories, but
back
I could share them all day.
baboons in Uganda was bad when I was deployed. Though. Yeah, I ain't messing with none of that. But no, at this
Yeah,
time,
that's what I'm saying. Like the monkeys out there, they are they're more skilled than the monkeys out here. Let me put it that way.
yeah, they ready.
Yeah, like they pull up to people's kitchen and run away with the pot of rice.
Yeah.
Hey, there. Hold on. Quick interruption. The man that's holding it down right now.
Oh,
Hey,
got
shout
him.
out to the boy. Hey man, you a grown man now, son. Hey, you a grown man now, boy. No, shout out Dodie. I actually got to see Dodie the other day at the Boys and Girls Club Walker camp. Dodie was out there, man. Shout out to that boy Dodie. But yeah, man. Before we get
Bolt. Hey, we're gonna
hold
get to
on,
that, Bolt.
yeah, before we get to the money dropping and all that good stuff, man. We got Mr. Clean Visuals himself in the building tonight. So I think it's only right that we drop, a clean visual production right here, man. Uh, Clean Visual and the Dreaded Archer got together, and they didn't worked up some crazy stuff, man. Got some stuff coming down the pipeline with Pursuit Energy. But yeah, nice. Go ahead and
This
drop
was
that.
special, man. This was special.
and here we go.
Dead man brought me back to life. Dead man brought me back to life. Dead man brought me back to life. Dead man, now I'm living twice. Yeah, I woke alive and no change in my mind, no it had to be God. Ric Flair, yeah, you let your boy and I'm having a hard time. Cause I gotta speak it, no cover and put it in public and do this, get touching, the healing is coming, the feeling is stunning, and we never die at my funeral, above this like.
Woo!
Hey,
Hey, let me tell you right now, man.
hey,
Hey, so many people hit me up talking about that commercial, man, and even the guy that runs Pursuit Energy was like, "Yo, like that shit was dope." I thought you was gonna put together like a little short reel. I'm like, nah, man,
Oh
like
man.
my guys don't do nothing skimp.
No, we don't. We don't really, man. Man, that hey, now that I'm watching it back like that, it's kind of like, man, that look
Bro,
nice.
bro,
man, you want let me pop one open one time.
Look hey, and Trey,
hey, I got him.
I went back to their page. Sorry to cut you off, but I went back to their page. I think, man, we killed it, bro.
Yo, bro, I told y'all, man. I told
Killed
y'all.
it, bro.
Hey, bro, I'm telling you, dude. Matter of fact, a lot of the guys that's on Pursuit, man, I've been seeing them post like just posting a whole bunch of stuff now. I'm like, hey, I just dropped one thing.
Hey man, it's different. Um, it's different. Like you can call somebody in and have some stuff done, right? Like in the line of work we do, you never know who you're gonna be working with, right? You can call somebody in and have them do it, and it's gonna be a good video, but it's a lot different when it's coming from somebody who care about you. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? Not only is okay, yeah, I love what I'm doing, I love making content, but when you're making content for somebody you care about, it just put a little bit extra. You know what I'm saying?
The effort, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you feel it more or whatever. So man, even like just the music in that video, even when we was watching it right there, I looked at everybody on the side and everybody was like, we was, you know what I'm saying? We didn't
bro,
see it.
bro,
So
I do. I'm telling you, I watch it Man, I know for sure I watch it every night before I go to bed. I'll be in the car at work bored, and I'll watch it. Hell, I'm sure I'm at work. Hey man, hey look, hey check this out. Hell, I got folks supposed to, man. I need to get some of that Pursue energy. They ain't tasting shit. The commercial made them want to get it.
Exactly, man.
And just real quick, like just to like tap y'all in the back real quick. How does it feel that RTL and Dreaded Archer started off as an idea, and then now you're seeing your vision come to life? You're seeing all these things starting to fall into place. How does it feel? I mean, looking at that commercial too, like,
Bro, let me tell you
know?
about that. Let me tell you, like when Pursuit called me and we had the meeting and everything and we closed the deal, I called Nick. I'm like, bro, I didn't tell this man we're gonna do this, and this. And from this Nick telling Nick that, he was like, bro, he came up with the idea for a commercial, bro. You crack the can open and all like just the whole, you crack it open and basically it's your pursuit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it was just an idea. Even going back to the Dreaded Archer, man, when I started doing this archery shit, Nick was like, bro, start a podcast. And I'm like, man, I don't think it's gonna be that. No, first it was start an Instagram, then it was start the podcast. And I'm like, doing the Instagram wasn't really getting no traction. Start the podcast. People was wanting to talk to me, but it really wasn't getting no traction. Then like I just got consistent with it. And then within 3 months of having the podcast, Carbon TV come knocking. Boom, I'm on Carbon TV. And then it's like the people that started coming in, sponsors started coming. It's like, oh snap. Then now I'm a go-to man in the archery industry. People like, hey, I want to get a bow. What I need to get? Hey, I want to get in the hunting. What I got to do? Like I'm like a voice now. I guess an influencer. Then
influencer.
and then it's like me and Nick go to, we get invited to the Carbon TV 10 year anniversary. Me and Nick pull up, and it's like we have the president and CEO of the company running up, giving us hugs. Oh my gosh, glad you guys made it. And walk into a room where everybody know who we are.
Man,
you know what I'm saying?
Boy, Measley, not to cut you off.
This guy, he always got something to say.
No. I see Quentin right there saying trust the process right there. And that's kind of why I even wore this shirt tonight too. If you realize what shirt I got on right here, man, it's the Maximum Athletic Performance. The first venture that me and Trey ever was like, all right, we're gonna do something together. And this gonna be, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna do something to have our name on, we're gonna do it, whatever. So we started the training stuff. And that was just the idea. We used to always be funny, be like, you know what I'm saying? We just had 4 cones in the truck.
That's all we started for 4 cones in a football.
Yeah, 4 cones in a football. That's all we had. You know what I'm saying? And we started the little training stuff or whatever. So then when the RTL thing came about, it wasn't even called the RTL back then. But whenever the podcast ideas came about, we didn't think that was gonna work either. You know, we just, like I said, we recorded shows, man. We got shows on shows on shows on shows of just hours of just sitting there going back and forth, like, that don't sound right. Hold up. Let's what if we say it like this? You know what I'm saying? We'll get on here tomorrow and figure it out. And then boom, episode 1. And then now you fast forward to episode 100. Even just the journey of, I wouldn't even know what camera to get, you know what I'm saying, had I not ran into y'all. You know what I'm saying? It's just everything coming into one. And like you said, when you're watching a video like that, going from laptop and cell phone cameras to working with this and being able to even put something out like that, to even as soon as somebody called me to even have the wheel spinning to have that idea to throw out. Shout out Cam for that. You know what I'm saying? Like Cam was the one that was coming up with the ideas.
Yeah,
you know
Cam's always got him.
That's what
Cam's always got him.
It's seeing that video right there, bro. It mean more, and so that's why I knew we had to have you on for episode 100. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't no other way. It had to be these faces right here. It couldn't have been no other faces.
Appreciate it. From the air one, and you know what, man? With all that being said, we've all like kind of inspired each other in one way, you know. So like everybody, we influence each other. We make each other better. You know, when you first came with that idea, I was like, man, I don't know if I doubted myself a little bit, but that, you know, not necessarily doubted, but I was like, I get the vision. Can I pull it off? But I always like a challenge.
It's like now that the equipment has grown and the talent has grown, it's like the idea space is just like I don't
Yeah.
feel like there's nothing that can't be accomplished
No.
at this point.
No. At
No.
this point, bro.
Bro, I say this right here. If we were able to put a man on the moon, I can make a video. It might take a couple shoots and a couple hours of
Weeks,
editing.
yeah.
We're gonna figure that shit out. You know what I'm
No,
saying? And that's what it's like. And people who are, trying to get into something, man, like the sky's the limit. You just gotta take that first step, man. What they say, the first way to eat an elephant is take that first bite. Bro, you just gotta take that first bite, man. You gotta take that first step. If
And
we
look
walk
where
around
y'all
now,
at right now,
you gotta
100.
do it.
And when I was 5, my favorite movie was The Gremlins. Ain't got to do with this, but I just thought that I should mention.
No, but Cam,
Mm.
speaking of episode 100, man, before we move on, you came on season 5, getting live. You know what I'm saying? You came on season 5, man, and really turned this thing into a whole, put the podcast on a whole nother level from where we're at, man. Immediately with the soundboard. I know y'all see me, I'm a novice. That's why y'all ain't really heard too much tonight. But with the sound, everything you had and the new, just the new feel. It's not just me and Trey popping up on the screen every week. You know what I'm saying? Then you got the cave, everything like that. Cool. You on the show now. What have you seen from season 5, man, to episode 100?
Man, just kind of like you said, the dynamics of it. Um, I, I I heard you, and I think it was Brandon. It was somebody in the office. You were talking about the podcast, and of course, you know Trey. Trey was always there in spirit for a long time. Because his voice was just always within earshot. I could just because y'all was always talking to each other in the office or on the way to a game or something. So the line, like around there, just feel like I've known him forever. Just feel like it's just been a part of the family. But I heard talking about it. I tuned in one night, and then I was like, there's two brothers, and the arguments or the I don't say arguing, but the different sides of the opinions coming through, and then the comments going through, and then like I would just be like stirring the pot. I'm gonna say this, and then it was just y'all's reaction to it and stuff, and I know a lot of times people in the comments, it's always a little bit of a delay. We see it in real time, but sometimes it's a little off for them. But just yeah, the you've been talking about the same stuff, and don't say that in that way. You've had the same topics, right? It's always about the sports. It's always about the music, and probably the biggest thing I liked about it, and it might have come along a little bit later because it all to kind of get off subject here. I'm all over the place tonight. Seeing
Baby.
seeing everybody in the comments, like I popped this comment up on the screen, but seeing Moon in the comments, it's like, hey, it really has been 100. Like just all the people that's come through over the episodes, and everybody's just been on here tonight. Just comments going crazy. This is probably one of the most commented show on ever. Before the Dark Man coming out tonight, bomb drop, but just wanting to keeping the audience involved. I think that's a big thing, and that's hard to do. So having somebody, which I know Measley in the beginning was doing that for you, but keeping that going and upping that, I think just the response, and then of course y'all doing crazy stuff like the giveaways, like the Xbox, the Air Max Day giveaway, just being a part of that, and it feels like, I've known y'all a short period of time compared to some of these, like these guys, childhood friends coming on here supporting y'all. But it really just feels like talking to family, even with the people in the comments. Like you see the same names and faces pop up here.
Genuine.
And the quality has just gone up. The content's always been there. It's always been a great show. It's always been a great listen, whether you watch it live or catch it later on. But it's a relaxed, it's a good way to spend an evening, and we're at almost an hour and a half now, and that sounds crazy. Like we've been sitting here an hour and a half. Like I kind of feel it because my chair is super uncomfortable. Got to get a new office chair, but man, just being a part of it has just really been an experience, and doing what we did. This was always my playground. Like I can't, it's in real time. We'll pop up a website. Yeah, let's see what happens. What's worst gonna happen, you know? So
Yeah.
just learning little different techniques, and you know, Trey would build the studio, and I would come in here and play with sound and manipulate and set it up where I could be in the background but have the audio, and like that's all technical. I don't care about that. But to answer your question, man, just seeing it grow from whenever I started, you know, later on till now, it's just like I said, the content has been fire, but just the camera quality has obviously gone up, the sound, the features, and then of course the giveaways. It's growing at a rapid pace. And if you told me it's only been 100 episodes, which I feel like that's an accomplishment, that's a milestone. But to be at the position that you're at within 100 episodes, I think it speaks volumes for itself. The amount of people that join in live, and then later on in the audience, what's the word I'm looking for? Them being time, you know, them staying tuned and collaborating. I think is great. I don't know of a lot of podcasts that's doing that. I know it's kind of grown in our area. You see, there's a lot of different like Ron and McKenzie. You know, they do their thing. Quinn over fooling me, bro. You know, helping out with Bolt, helping
What's
with
up,
doing the
man?
blind. You know, Doty's got the stuff he was working on, and of course the dreaded Archer. And there's just lots of it's all combination. I feel like this is where it all comes together. All the brain, child's, and the content just comes together here. So that's kind of long winded, but man, yeah, I'm proud to be a part of it, and I look forward to the future with it.
Most definitely, man. Hey, you said something right there that made me think about something. Who won this? We gave this away to somebody. And it has been sitting on my desk the entire time. And I always see it, and I'm like, why is there a Roadhouse gift card on my desk? But somebody won it. And I know they remember. So, hey,
Man,
who was the winner of this Texas Roadhouse gift card? Let me
Was
it'd
know.
be me.
wasn't it Johnny?
Was
It'd
it
be
Johnny?
me.
Johnny every day. There's no way it was Johnny.
No, I think Johnny did win something, and like,
He wasn't on here or something like that. Somebody else.
yeah,
But man, Ron, Cam also just mentioned, you and Mackenzie podcast. You obviously Clean Visuals go crazy. You go to Clean Visual Instagram, the work speaks for itself. You know what I mean? But you've also hopped into the podcast space. So talk to us a little bit about that.
Man, so the reason why really it got into my mind was me and Mackenzie, whenever we go to different places and like, people look at us, they start asking about us, like they're curious, because first we look very young and then, you know, but I don't really I'm trying to find the word for it, but anyways, every time we'll be around people would be captivated by our stories. Like how me and her met and especially, you know, being an interracial couple. And
Yeah,
so people get kind of interested in their stories, and especially her being a Texarkana local and me from Tanzania. You're like, holy cow, like how? I wanna know.
yeah,
So um both our personalities click pretty good. And I was like, babe, you know what, man? Let's just start a podcast. We call it a podcast because that's what they're called, but we don't have a channel yet. We're not on Spotify. We're not big like y'all guys still,
oh,
but um like you said, I'm gonna rewind back to what you said is just start it. Just whatever you want to do. You want to start a podcast. People keep talking. I want to start this. I want to do this. Start it. So I was like, babe, let's just start talking. Let's do it pre-recorded. Record ourselves, chop it up, post it as reels, start get people engaged in that. And we're getting more traction in Instagram. So I think we're gonna stick with Instagram and then probably later on grow into like Spotify and all that. But I'm really loving the real kind of theme, just kind of like more like lifestyle talk and get it pre-recorded and instead of going live because I feel like I said, going live for the much as much traction you guys get while you're live, that's amazing. You know what I'm saying? And you can't imitate that. It's gotta grow organically. People have gotta love it
right.
to be interacting live and
right.
having people going live right then and there. You know what I'm saying? So that y'all doing it, y'all going in the right direction. So that's how it
No,
started, man.
I think y'all's is what makes it really special and unique. Is it's 2024. If you got a problem with interracial couples, man, this might not be the show for you. I don't know what to tell you. You might just need to go and get the hell on. But if I was a waiter or in the food service industry or a hotel, and you guys are out of town, like I don't know y'all, and I started taking your order, and I hear Mackenzie speak, and she's that sweet Southern proper,
Yeah,
yes ma'am, her
she's a
personality, and then hear
princess,
this
yeah.
bull talk. I think I have the fish and chips. I think I had the fish and chips. Like, what? Where did y'all come from, man?
No doubt.
But your hot takes on Instagram, I think that's really a great place for it because you got just a few seconds in social media with
That's it.
reels to capture somebody's attention,
Yeah,
and so at first glance, is what we consider normal, but then you hear the topic or hear the voices or the I don't want to say characters, but your personalities. It's just
yeah,
like,
yeah. Hold up,
hold on,
hold
what
up.
else they talking about? Yeah.
You see, I tell I like my woman like I like my gravy white. Yes, sir. You're done though.
Hey,
Hey, but-
I thought I thought he
hey,
was gonna
Ron.
say
Like,
thick. I got you, brother. I'll get that.
hey, Ron. But hey, y'all also can post y'all's instead of just doing Instagram and doing the reels, you can also start a YouTube page and just do the shorts. Because I see a lot of channels that's just
Yeah,
solely shorts, and that's
and
all. That's all a short is just a reel.
and like
Yeah.
I said, like I've been tapping in more into my Instagram now, posting more stuff. Like my YouTube, sorry. Um, it's I think I just gotta keep posting it, and hopefully that traction is gonna build. But
But
nothing fancy.
YouTube is hard, man.
Yeah,
YouTube, they want you to do like
YouTube.
like Instagram. You can post one reel a day and be fine. YouTube want 5 or 6.
yeah. They want it.
Yeah,
And
they want
so
when
and so we and I think for YouTube we're gonna make a different type of content. We started this is something I'm gonna spill out the beans, but it's still a work in progress. We created the account and
Hot
everything,
drop.
but it's gonna be a TikTok, Instagram, and probably put it more on YouTube. But it's gonna we're starting translating. Mackenzie's gonna be speaking Swahili, my language.
Ooh, okay, I like that one. I
okay.
And
like
so yeah, and so we're gonna be having conversations, and I think it's gonna be more educational. People want to know more about my culture, ours, how we met, but we're gonna be translating. I'm gonna be speaking Swahili, she's gonna be speaking Swahili, so it's gonna be more of educational. So we're thinking of doing that more on TikTok and YouTube and stuff. I think that way we're gonna be able to capture that market better.
most definitely. Hey, check this out. How many names we got on the wheel?
27.
27 names. All right, we need 3 more names on the wheel, and we gonna slide. We're gonna run that thing. Y'all share this post. Get 3 more people in the chat, and we're gonna run the wheel. We're gonna run the wheel down when we hit 30. But no, whenever I watch you Mackenzie's content, um, it gives you like it's that feel to it. It's the music you use too. Obviously, with y'all, when you know what I'm saying, with y'all stuff or whatever. But it's got that. I don't even know what to call the feeling. You know what I'm saying? But like warm,
It's
I guess, like
I
like
think
that.
it's just organic, man. It's organic. It's the same way. It's the same way. It's the same way with y'all show, man. You've got to. I mean, you guys have me on here. Who else is gonna have a African that doesn't know nothing about football? But yet you guys have me on here, and surprisingly, the comment section is blowing up because it's something different. And so,
Yeah,
like I said, it just brings that different kind of feel to it, man. And Mackenzie, man, like even the story how me and her met is, it's all. I just say it's God, bro. It was a she's legit, bro.
no doubt, man, no doubt. No, it's crazy because I've been knowing. If for the people that don't know, I've been
All
knowing
right,
Ron's wife.
what's up?
I've been I've been knowing Ron's wife since she was legitimately a
Tell him
small.
about that story on the lake. My man said my wife could have not been my wife. She would have been gone. My guy,
Hey,
tell him, man.
I wouldn't say, but I did. But no, we my first time ever going to a lake ever. So I'm like 10, 9, 10 years old. First time going to a lake ever. Maybe a little bit older than that, maybe 12. But a storm comes through, and Mackenzie's father is, a father figure in my life's best friend. So we're all together on this boat or whatever. Mackenzie's a little kid, her brother's a little kid, but it's pouring down rain and it's storming so hard and the wind's blowing so hard that they've got the boat in full throttle and we going backwards. Like it's a legitimate storm on this lake or whatever. So all me and my boy Troy could do was grab these towels and cover up all the babies or whatever. With the rain, it's coming. It's smacking us in the face.
Slapping.
It's bad news, Bears or whatever. But all with that whole time, we holding on to the top little rack, and we got these towels up covering up these babies, and we just holding on, making sure don't nobody fall off the boat, and they not getting, blistered by this pouring rain or whatever, man. But no, it's crazy that it comes full circle. I didn't see Mackenzie again after that, probably
like what,
that.
10 years? What?
Yeah,
Like,
until I meet Ron, and then he's like, "Oh yeah, why?"
And then you're like, Mackenzie with African, Mackenzie, African, Texarkana, African. No makes sense, my brother.
No, it was wild though, man. But no, it's crazy how it all happened, man. I'm glad it all happened. We're here now, man. Episode 100, the Read Talk and Listen podcast. This Cam talked about brainchilds, man. This was a brainchild from a long time ago.
Just phone calls, going to work.
Yeah, and here we go, episode 100, man. So,
hey, right there.
In the chat. What's up, Ron?
I was gonna say, I don't know if I can ask this question, but I'm going back to Cam. So, Cam's story too, man. Like my guy was on
the, we talk about it.
My guy was in the electronic industry, and then now getting into producing. That transition, my guy. So when you first came into Game Day, did you have any experience or knowledge into production or media?
Not at all, man. So a little backstory on me. I've been in Texarkana for about 15, 16 years. Came down here, similar to you, in search of a new life, right? Was trying to get away from the past. And my first job, like anybody can do starting off, whether you're good or bad at it, may be a different story. I was selling cars. And I hated sales. I hated the hours. The money was okay. The money was, I made more money selling cars at that point in time in my young life than I did. Yeah, it is, man. Than I'd ever made. So that's what kept me doing it. I had a manager in the car lot who also owned a couple of retail cell phone locations. So I got in the mix with cell phones, selling electronics. From there, I transitioned to Northwest Arkansas, Fayetteville area, because they opened up a chain of stores up there and it really grown. So I managed 6 retail cell phone locations. Did well up there. I'd met Ginger in the meantime. At this point in time, Aubrey's coming along. Surprise, surprise. Come back to Texarkana. Had really done well in the cell phone industry, and kind of where it all culminates. I figured out that working for one cell phone company, you got Sprint, Verizon, AT&T, and all the prepaids. It's like, hey, on a commission-based structure, I need to work where they sell everything and get all the eggs. Found out through working through Best Buy, they are a non-commission-based sales company. So anyway, I wasn't happy there. I had Aubrey, new child, young child. The hours just weren't great for me and Ginger. Our family just wasn't good. Just so happened one day I'm literally on the way to work and went and interviewed for Phone Pros, which at that time was called More Time Wireless, in my Best Buy uniform.
More Time Wireless.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And obviously worked for Morgan for a lot of years. Hey, if you come into the mall and got your phone, it might have been me, Playboy. It could have been me. Let me tell you, Sprint was waiving them activation fees. Everybody I knew had a Sprint phone. I was kicking them out. Anyway, that's how I got to meet Morgan. I'd known him previously, just being in the cell phone industry. Then I went to work for what is now Phone Pros. Worked with Brandon, who's still there since
OG
day one. I think
Brandon.
they're coming
I
up on
mean,
like their 10-year anniversary or something crazy.
I'm gonna
And then
retire there.
COVID came around, the dirty word that we don't like to say on live. And then that kind of, Morgan had the marketing thing going on at the time, and that's kind of how Game Day was conceived. One thing about Morgan, I'll say, if there's a need in an industry, if he can
Yeah.
accommodate it, he's going to take it to the next level. And I think he did. Started it
The
with Aaron
business,
Whitehead.
man.
Shout out to Aaron. He's at Atlanta ISD now. I
He a
just started
OG.
working with
He a
him.
OG, man.
Yeah, for real.
He's an
And I
OG.
started working with him, and we was video editing, and I was trying to watch over his shoulder to learn how to use Final Cut. I'm like, I'm never going to get it sitting here for a couple hours a day just watching him, because Aaron's very intense when he's working. He's putting the touches on it. So it's like, you want to ask questions, but you don't want to throw off the groove. So I was like, I'm gonna put it on this computer. I'm gonna pay for it myself. I'm gonna sit here right beside him, and I'm just gonna try to start copying what he's doing. And the first thing I ever made was trash. I wish I still had it. It was so bad. If Aaron was an honest person, he would have told me to quit and find something else to do. But luckily, he's a good friend, and he just told me to stick with it.
He milked it.
Yeah, going on from that, I mean, as far as production, video editing, production, live streaming, audio, soundboards, like everything I know came from that man. And then somewhere on the way, me and Frank Sides got lucky and fumbled through it and figured it out, and didn't really ever have a super bad day. But yeah, that was.
I mean, you just have
I
a little bit of
and
know-how and the right tools, man.
yeah, it was like I couldn't let it beat me, and I started just learning little bits every day, throwing together. And shout out to Donnie Kelly for making me do the couch at 7:00 in the morning for a year and a half. Because if it wasn't for that, I probably wouldn't have picked it up as fast as I did. But Donnie's a cool dude, but he don't tolerate mistakes very long. So I had to learn quick. But yeah, I had, like you said earlier, man, is God put me in the place where I was supposed to be. And hey, man,
Ooh,
say, man,
comments. Ooh, hey
uh,
Dylan. Hey,
Y'all
it's not that it hasn't been talked about
y'all
before.
yeah.
Hey Dylan, come to my
I'm
class
on,
tomorrow. We gotta conversate more about this.
I'm on a 12-month contract, and y'all can holler at me in July. But
Hey,
anyway,
Dylan Surratt,
uh,
come to my class tomorrow, please.
playing
We
with
gotta
y'all.
discuss more about
I am not
hey,
really.
Cam, we tuned into the podcast last night. You think about
this.
leaving?
Got the plans?
I heard something
Bring the
about
man,
residual
bring the
bonuses,
man.
so
Hey,
come right
Bring
up,
the man to the
come
island. To the
hey,
island.
come correct or don't come at all. But anyway, like I said, God, he said it. He said, I'll meet you in the city, 11:30 tomorrow. I don't know if you're talking about the city, but
only in the city now.
City, man. Come on now.
What's the city?
Oh, y'all,
What's
we're
the
not
city?
gonna
Hey,
do
listen,
that.
we
We're
call
not
it the everything, man.
do
We
names.
call it the island, the island,
Y'all,
the
y'all,
city.
y'all is not the
hey,
city. Y'all, hell, y'all barely got a
y'all
Hey,
post
can.
office
we
over
got
there.
our own city down there, bro. Don't quit hating on us.
First of all,
Bro,
y'all
we got
can't
our own
call
Y'all,
it
city
the
down
city.
there,
We need
bro.
to.
y'all,
I got the city. I'm with this city now.
Quid
We
City.
gonna have that forever. The name, it's in the name, so
That
we gonna
quick.
have that.
I'm gonna say in
I'm
the
saying,
city. I ain't
y'all,
heard
y'all,
that. Man,
y'all
I ain't
ain't
gonna lie.
gonna call
You made that up.
Libriallo the city.
You made that up just now, right? I have never heard that in my whole entire life. Period. I done heard little whispers of
God dang!
but that's it. You made that up. You made that up right there.
Man,
He
take that
said,
off there, man.
said
Let
the
them kids.
island. After y'all stood there, buddy can't
Hey,
spell Liberty Island.
hey,
Crazy.
Hey, I still
Not
struggle.
going there for sure.
I
Bro,
still struggle.
I can spell Liberty. I ain't never spelled Ilo. I gotta look it up.
You gotta make
See,
sure it's right every time.
Ilo. I used to say Ilo,
So,
but it's Ilo. Ilo.
hey,
hey,
Liberty.
I mean,
he
you
know,
got
he
three
know,
names
he
in
know,
that
he
word.
know, he knows what it is. He knows what it is.
Yeah,
Hey,
it's
but
got
yeah,
it's got a very unique spelling to it.
Do you know
hey,
how they got the name?
yeah, we
Oh,
know. We're gonna give
No,
her
do,
history.
do,
Are we
no,
giving Liberty Isle a history lesson on here?
do Ron know how they got the name?
hey, somebody need to tell me this.
Oh, Ron don't know. Go ahead, give it to him.
So I think, don't get me wrong, I'm kind of rusty on my Liberty Islo history, but I'm pretty sure it was Liberty School District and it was Islo School District. Then they consolidated them.
So
Black and white.
Liberty used to be a different school. Alo used to be a different school
Yeah, I
Mhm.
think
Wow.
in the
And then
same area
down
down there.
street. Yep, and then they consolidated.
Ooh.
So
you know,
down there,
because like Texas High wasn't always Texas High. It was Pine Tree, and then it was Dunbar, wasn't it?
Well, I don't know none of that shit I'm talking about. Y'all,
hey, he a Grove boy. He don't know
yeah,
nothing.
it was called Macedonia, Macedonia Islo.
Macedonia. Okay,
and
Macedonia is where the old campus used to be.
That's the church, Macedonian church.
man, you just
Well, they got the ISS down there too and stuff. So
in the church.
no, not in the church, but Macedonia down like
Oh,
Macedonia. There's
Yeah,
a whole.
the old campus.
Boy,
yeah, it's a whole community.
the city by Dairy Queen. I'm not letting you do this, right?
Before
Do this,
Hey.
Rhett.
before y'all jump back off on that, before I forget, did y'all see? I was talking about the maximum shirts earlier. Did y'all see the news? Channel 12 was down here, and they was doing video on all the rain and the flooding. They had a video of Maurice and Wamba with the window rolled down, trying to roll the Tahoe down the street.
No, they didn't.
No,
That's fake.
no.
That's fake.
crazy.
But oh man, it would have been funnier at the
Would've been
time
cool. Wait
when we
for it
was
to go
talking
out.
about maximum.
Hey, boy, if I was
No.
Hey,
Bro,
how many lanes we got?
I'm
How
gonna say
many
this
lanes
now.
we got on that wheel, man?
29.
Still?
hey,
We had
hey!
27.
Somebody better put their grandmama name on there or something.
Hey,
Hey, I bet not see not one damn T-shirt coming out of Liberty. I'm gonna take the city. Not one.
no, I'm not. That's not.
I ain't let that one go. I ain't let that one slide. The city.
No,
Hey,
we like the island.
y'all
The
still- y'all
island
still-
sound better.
Y'all still use test scanner post office.
The island sound better.
Hey, that shit is hilarious, bro.
The island. I ain't never heard it called the. Well, I guess I ain't never heard it called the island.
There's a gentleman called
Al-
Argil. He'll explain it to you better.
Outside of what his name is? What's his name?
Argil.
Hey, I know the superintendent, the ex-superintendent didn't know what the hell the island was.
Oh, he said he was talking about Queen City.
He was going to meet.
I knew what he meant.
I said, when you said the city by
just
Dairy
had it.
Queen, though, you was talking.
The island.
Hello. Hey, it's fun to be jumping.
I'm ready to see it.
Hello.
Hey, go ahead and let's go ahead and get this wheel spinning because I can already see it now. A few names gonna get called, they're not gonna be here.
All right.
Let's go ahead and get it twisted. Hey, if you're still here right now, go and hit that share button too. Yeah, and that like button, and that subscribe button while you're at it, man. Get over to the Instagram, hit the YouTube. I mean, hit the follow button at the RTL podcast, man. Hey, we're gonna go to our first spin. Hey, play some of that music. Play some of that music.
Yeah, play some of that, man. Trey, put it on, man. Some little tune.
Hey, hold on. Before you spin it, there's one name you can add if you got room for one more.
I do.
The very first comment before it even went live. J. Cole.
He already on there. He at the top.
Okay, never mind.
Hey,
Run it.
you know who ain't on here tonight? Where my boy at? Where Brett?
Hey, he down bad right now. He was upset. He down bad. He got a little. He having some medical problems. He gonna be all right though.
Bet. It's good to hear, man. Hey, shout out to that boy Brett McPherson, man. Hey, I've been seeing David. They look active on Facebook, man. Shout out to my boy David down there too.
Mhm.
My boy be
OG
active.
David. I'm surprised he ain't on here creeping.
There was some of that good shit you had going before the show. Like that too.
I got that feeling inside my head.
Oh yeah, y'all already know my boy was at Tanzania.
And let it go every time I look in your face.
Y'all ready?
Baby.
All right, here we go.
You're looking at me with them sexy eyes. Know what's about to go down. No, Cam. Hey,
We got
hey,
time.
hey,
We got time to go.
Jeremiah, where you at? Say something.
hey, Cam, you called it.
I found out in my
How long
head.
the timer?
This already looks rigged.
15 seconds left. 10.
I done came down, spinning on the wheel.
Ah.
Yeah, one about 100
Four.
high grill.
Yo,
3, 2. Spin the thing again. Spin it
Oh,
again.
he
Go.
went down, Jeremiah.
Hey.
Damn. Move his name.
Hey, how long you setting the timer for?
I did 25 seconds right there.
Phoenix said just told him.
Too late.
He gonna be
man.
upset.
uh,
Kyle Jordan, are you with us?
Al George, where you at?
Kyle, where you at?
You are the winner of $100. You got 25 seconds, player.
They slacking on $100.
I can tell you, Cal sleep. He got work in the morning.
Hey, run that one back. Run that back. That sounds like he's over there. He talking about some here. Boy, how you gonna say here for somebody else?
Spin that shit one more time. Spin that shit
If I
one more time.
if I win the money, I'm gonna use my cash for
One more
that.
time. Spin it one more time. Spin it.
What's that time looking like, Cam?
Spin it one more time.
Are we doing 25 seconds?
Yeah. You ain't counting
Oh, it's
down?
been over. It's been over.
Yeah, he lost that for sure. Bro, he did not land on no damn Brian.
Luke Walker.
Brian Bo.
Where he at? Shout out to
Luke
him.
Walker.
Addicted to arguing.
Hey, it's a rat on here.
Count him down. Count him down one time.
The rat, are you on the wheel?
Yes, Rat's right on the wheel.
There goes Joe Chill. Hey, Joe, you better tell your why. Oh, he got about 15 seconds left.
5 seconds.
Spin that
Five
wheel
on the clock.
one more time.
Ooh,
Spin that wheel
yeah.
one more time. Spin
Run
that
it
wheel
back. Run it back.
one more time.
Ah, he said too late, Luke. That's
Spin
right.
that-
You said that on.
spin that wheel one more time. Spin that one more
All
time.
right.
Hey,
hold on,
he's
hold
too
on.
late.
Stop the music. Hold on. Pause it.
It's too late.
Hey, I got to talk to this man. I got to talk to this man.
It's too late.
Hey, Luke, say you could have got your money. We wouldn't let you run it, but you want to talk all that shit on your podcast about people from Arkansas. Hey, DJ, spin that shit.
Oh, spin that shit again. Spin that shit
Did he
again.
didn't make the time?
He didn't
Nah,
make the
yeah.
time.
Luke Walker about to throw a fit, boy.
He was lagging. Ah, Buddy Shelton.
Buddy,
Buddy, you on the clock.
buddy.
Really giving y'all a fast to win it because I'm telling y'all the name before it even get already up there on the screen.
Buddy.
Quinn said he ain't here either.
Buddy.
Come on, buddy. 3, 2, 1, spin it.
That's crazy. Y'all don't
Hey, with $100, you getting a good steak dinner and some change left.
too bad you put the name wrong. Vincent Stark. You said Vincent Stark. Whatever. Crazy. Hey, Vince, you in here? You still in here, my wife?
Yes.
Vincent Spark. Calling one more
Okay,
time.
you spelled your name
Vincent Spark.
wrong. We know who you
Going once, going twice, going
Ooh,
third.
3.
Get out of here.
Ding, 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 ding.
It's gonna be the rat. It's gonna be the rat.
Spin that wheel one more time.
Oh, Easton.
Who's it gonna be? That's right.
Merritt. Merritt's gotta be here, bro. Merritt gotta be here. Come on, Merritt.
Hey,
Vincent just hopped in. You missed it, Vince.
you get this to me, but
Hey, Merritt was on here earlier.
hey,
And
wow. I gonna we
Ah, there you go.
You got it.
Oh,
2
he's in
seconds
there.
left. You got it.
He got it. Merritt, let's go. Merritt, let's go, baby.
You know what?
The winner
You know
of
what?
the $100 on the 100th episode of the Read Talking Listen podcast, my brother. Vince said I was here. I didn't see it on the time. The timer was out before it came up on my screen.
He was like a millisecond late.
That's the panel, right? That's the panel right there.
He was like a millisecond late.
Dylan Sherratt said, "Read, Barry Giles, let my bro."
He said scripted like the NFL.
Hey man, no script over here, man. We do all our giveaways. We doing live ever since that first one, y'all. So now we do the wheel, man. Y'all gonna complain about the wheel. I can't do nothing for you.
Y'all want to give an extra 50?
Give an extra 50.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Extra 50. Let's do extra 50.
Walt said he was late.
Extra 50. Here we go. Yeah, here we go. Extra 50.
Hey, extra 50 on the line right here, man. But I mean, when we get to the 150 episode, we ain't giving y'all nothing.
Sugar free.
Sugar-free seed in the building.
Tell me you in here sugar-free now. You know you're going to buy some barbecue seasoning. Sugar-free going to spend it all on seasoning.
For them briskets, boy, over the Bears barbecue. Where they give you more meat than sauce.
10 seconds sugar free. Where you at?
Sugar-free.
He not in there yet. He gone. So.
He gone. He gone,
One.
boy.
Time's up. Spin it.
Spin it.
Johnny Murphy.
Up there, hey, shout out to my guy up there still balling up there. I ain't gonna even say the name of the school because I messed up last time. My boy still balling, man.
Hey, popped on.
Keep it popping. Big, you,
Yeah,
hey,
10
Big,
seconds
you,
left
hey,
to spin.
everything stay here, right there. He's on YouTube with it.
He's on YouTube with it, bro.
Time left.
Johnny Murphy.
Johnny Murphy the third. Come on, man. Shout out to that boy, Johnny Murphy. Winning the extra 50 for the night, man. Hey, we appreciate everybody for hopping in the chat and staying active, man, and getting that chance to win that $100. We try to give giveaways as much as we can when we can, man. So
hey, next one we're gonna have to collab with Clean Visuals and RTL give away something like a hunting video to somebody, like a duck hunting or something. I know Dylan Sherratt, the people out there, man.
Hey,
We're gonna have to do a giveaway on the video, man.
We might have to. Man, I think a little PS5 might be in the next one.
PS5.
PS5. I don't know. Something to 5. Xbox. A copy NCAA. No, we already gave the Xbox.
Ticket.
If it ever comes out, we already did the Xbox. We already did the Xbox. So.
Ticket to the Super Bowl. Shit, no. Hey, you get the ticket. You gotta get your own way there.
No cap, man. Hey, but I appreciate everybody for hopping in the wheel tonight, man. 100th episode of the Read Talk and Listen podcast. Like I've been saying all night, it's a special episode, man. Had to have my guys on here to get it done. Go ahead.
Hey, Quinn, I will be. I'm giving away a bowl probably here in the next couple months. I got some stuff coming in. I got a couple sponsors that I'm working with, and we're gonna build a bowl. And then what you call it? I'm giving that joker away.
Yes, sir.
It's gonna be lit, man. It's gonna be lit. Hey, Ron.
Yo.
Before we get out of here, man, I got a couple questions lined up for you, man. All you gotta do is pick one or the other. You know what I'm saying? All right. The first one is a little
this or that.
Yeah, it's a little lob. The first one a lob. I think everybody on here probably know the answer to this one, or whatever. But we're gonna go football or football. Which one you picking, man?
Come on, man. The real football, where you use freaking 99% of your feet all the time. God damn it.
All right. We'll go with that one right there. We'll go with that one. Taking pictures or making a video.
Making a video all day.
Okay. PlayStation, Xbox.
Come on now, PlayStation Network. Xbox for losers.
Yeah.
Xbox for losers.
I got
Bunch of
one.
handicapped people play Xbox.
That's crazy.
I got one.
That's
I got one
wild.
for you, Ron.
Uh.
It's for your soccer. Would you rather win a World Cup and never go into the Soccer Hall of Fame, or go into the Soccer Hall of Fame and never win a World Cup?
I'd rather win the World Cup.
Hell yeah! Because if you win a World Cup, you a legend.
It's
in your-
done. Like even
you a Tanzanian legend if you win a World Cup.
I mean, I win a World Cup. Yes, you're in the Hall of Famer. Listen, mate, I have the World Cup. Like me and my mates are the best. Like the world, bro.
Has Tanzania ever won a World Cup?
No, I don't think they ever will.
When you put that
and-
in, you know it's real.
And do you ever think the U.S. will win the World Cup?
I think they have a chance. They convinced me at the last World Cup.
Yeah, they got a chance because they having that shit at Jerry's World.
They're That's a good one. But I think they have a chance, bro. Because I've been watching their soccer for a long time now, bro. That's funny. That's funny.
Hey, the comments. I knew you was gonna pop it up.
My hands in my pockets.
I knew you was.
I don't know what to answer on that, bro. I don't know what to answer on that, man.
Hey, I knew you was gonna pop it up. Boy, that's hilarious. Boy.
My nigga.
Hey, okay. Tea or coffee?
All right. So long, algorithm. It was nice knowing you.
We good? I done heard worse.
Tea or coffee? Tea or coffee, please.
Tea, I'm a tea guy, bro, with a little bit of milk.
Donut or a crumpet?
What's a crumpet?
It's like a.
You know,
it's
crumpets,
a-
bro. They eat them little. What? Hey, what were them? What was them little biscuit things you had that one time? You gave me a damn.
On the way back from Dallas, tastes like
Yeah.
sausage and biscuits. It was
Kitumbua.
Hey,
something,
that
yeah,
right
something
there.
like
In Tumbua. Hey,
Kitumbua.
hey,
Kitumbua. Yeah.
man.
I think a little sweet. It had a little sweet. It was like, I don't know, like a little cake, kind of.
Little McGriddle action.
Yeah.
Little McGriddle with a little rice or something. I don't know, man. I be trying to get a little culture when I be with my boy, but he be doing the most sometimes.
yeah, eating shrimp with the shell on it.
Yeah,
that's
man.
a whole nother story right there, boy. Hey, what you
Don't
be
get
getting
me
at the
started.
restaurant? Oh, every time we go to a restaurant, my boy be getting that shit called Ron, the soup.
Menudo, the
Menudo.
cowgirl.
Oh, hey, my boy be playing.
Hey, check this out. Back home, good thing with the menudo. So back home, I tell people every time this, and they think I'm weird. Menudo, so the cow guts. It's weird. When I came to America, they clean them. They clean them. Obviously, you clean them, but they clean them all the way that the cow guts are totally white. Okay, like they clean them till like the pigment is like totally clear. Like
Yeah.
like kind of like not white as paper, but like kind of, you know what I'm saying. Back home, we clean it, but we don't clean it all the way out. You have to have it. It's gotta still have that dark color to it.
That bow color.
Yeah, that bow color. Now it's not
Ow.
poop. The poop is cleaned out, but
Like
it leaves
chitlins.
it
It's
leaves
like
that
chitlins.
color. It leaves that color. It leaves that color. That color as the flavor.
It's chitlins. It's chitlins.
Yeah,
It's
that
just
color.
beef.
The color adds the flavor to the cow guts, to the guts, the menudo. So the soup tastes better
Oh, hold on, hold
Dang.
on. It gets the color from what?
from the poop.
And that's where it gets the flavor.
It gets the flavor. Now, let me tell you.
No way.
No, Ron. No, Ron.
Now, let me tell you something. The reason, that's what I'm saying. When I first came to the States and I asked for menudo, like for the cow gut soup, it was totally white. I was like, back home, the meat is a little bit darker because they clean up the poop, but the poop, when you clean the poop, it leaves the dark residue on it.
Yeah, it's stained.
Yeah, the stain. The stain is what adds the flavor to it, to the soup when you cook it. This is what I'm trying to tell y'all, man. Back home is different, bro. But it tastes good. It tastes good.
Hey, I mean,
It
hey,
tastes
look,
good.
hey, a lot of folks, a lot of folks in this comment section, y'all eat chitlins, and it's the same thing. And I'm pretty sure I've had menudo, and it don't smell like chitlin smell.
I mean, in my culture, like when you're trying to go like to the village, I mean they drink blood for nutrients and stuff. So
I mean, I like blood sausage.
yeah, and
Oh,
stuff.
hey,
But yeah, the cow guts, you have to. It's gotta have that different flavor to it. Out here, it's blend. Trust
You
me, I know it sounds nasty, but that's what adds the flavor.
you ever had deer, Ron?
Yeah, from Mark first time. But I had the jerky too. He makes
Man,
really good jerky.
man, that jerky is hard. It's hard to make, man. I waste deer meat doing jerky.
Yeah, I know. Mark, you should try. You should try. Hey man, I've been cold worse. That's what I'm saying. Like an African, you can throw an African anywhere and he will survive.
hey, I ain't gonna lie to you. I believe.
I guarantee you. And I know I'm not a hunter, but I know I could go to a place with you, Trey, and I'll probably be able to get away from stuff better than you would. Make sense?
Hey, basically, you ain't outrunning no pack of monkey. Cause that's what he's saying. You ain't outrunning.
Like I'm saying, there's
You
there's
get-
some there's some there's some parts in your life it doesn't. You don't need technique. It's just survival
It's
mode.
survival, yeah, survival.
Yeah.
Man, I've always told myself there's a couple animals in the wild. If I come across, I'd fight them. But there's only two that I know for sure that I
I ain't
won't
fighting
win.
nobody now.
That's gonna be a grizzly because I can't run from a grizzly. I can't. It's just not gonna happen. And I can't run from a mountain lion. So I'm gonna have to fight.
Man, look, you can cancel Christmas and all that fight. You ain't got nothing with you. Just go ahead and do what they tell you to do on them videos and lay down,
That shit don't work.
bro. 'Cause let me tell you something. I'm gonna tell you what you're not gonna do. And that you ain't gonna win no fight with no grizzly bear or a mountain lion, a real one. Not them little
You might get a mountain lion because here's the thing with a mountain lion, they kind of like they punked because they not if you square it up with them they not finna get on you. They like to bite you by the nape of the neck.
That's what
And
they
it's
like. That's what they like. That's like
No,
world.
because if you lock eyes with them, he gonna try to run you. He gonna try to make his way around you. He not gonna attack you from the front.
And then who you talking about?
Online.
Yeah. So
You can watch
on
the video
on
and-
that topic, my tribe is called the Maasai. Search it up anywhere. You know, I never had the privilege to actually live in the village, but I've been out there to visit. My dad lived in the village, moved to a city boy. But the Maasai's, research it. Maasai's, the original Maasai's in the deeper tribe. In order to come from a normal Maasai to a Maasai warrior, you have to fight a lion with a spear and kill the lion to be considered a Maasai warrior. So, and these Maasai warriors protect the clan, protect the village. So, in order to be a Maasai warrior, you have to be able to kill a lion with your spear. That way, if you're out there protecting the clan, we gotta make sure that this dude can tackle anything. That's why the Maasai warriors is something you don't really want to mess with because they're built to kill. They're killing machines.
How you spell that, Ron? How you spell Maasai?
Maasai, Maasai. And obviously now the culture has changed right now a little bit. You know, and it's happening all over Africa. People are starting to come away from the old ways that are unnecessary. You know, it was back then, but right now it's totally different.
No doubt. Like you said,
Bro,
I
they
mean, you got
got
Maasai's coming to the city now, you know, sagging and stuff.
like,
We're in Air Forces. Yeah, those are the Maasai's. I actually have a tattoo
oh,
of
that's
them.
the one that was you had a statue on your desk, didn't you?
Yeah, and then I have a tattoo on my right leg on them.
Yeah.
But you know, when I was when I was a young boy, I had a Maasai that was a pretty good friend of mine.
Bro,
That
look how much air he getting.
exactly, and he's bouncing off like like vertical jump with like just off a straight bounce. And
Flat
that's
footed.
part of their rituals right there, where when they're jumping, that's how they have fun. That's a good time right there. They're just chilling, vibing, and they meet up in a little circle and they start jumping and compete and see who can jump higher.
They got high jump.
Oh yeah, they got hops for days. I got hops. It's something to do with our tender. What's the thing right here?
Achilles.
Yeah, something to do with that. I got a very long Achilles. You can see the way they're built. They're just pretty slender, slim, and they can walk and run for days because they're meant to migrate.
Yeah,
So a Maasai, a tribe of Maasai can walk here to California. It's obviously going to take days, but they can walk from they can walk. They're built to migrate.
Hey, yo, check this. I was watching this video once, and I don't know what the tribe was called, but they were going to hunt a gazelle, and they had all the men in the village. And what they did was the gazelle was in the middle of the field, so they spaced themselves out properly, and basically blocked the gazelle from going left or right. And then they had a wall of guys, so it was basically a square, almost open square. So the gazelle could run straight, but he couldn't run left or right. And these dudes, they just kind of just a shuffle, and the gazelle ran till he got tired, and then when it dropped, over with. And bro, and the guy narrating the documentary said they ran like 10 miles.
And you got to make sure they've got to. That's what I'm saying, bro. They're built different. When you live in a certain, your body adjusts your surroundings. So the more they grow around that environment, their bodies, if you look back in the Stone Age, whatever, people's bodies were built different because of that environment they're in. And that is why they can run for long. They're built slim. Their diet is blood and meat. So it's nothing but pure just strength, lean power. And that's what I'm saying. Like I mean, I'm pretty skinny for people that know me. Like, we're built skinny, but I could go I've gone to head to head. I've gone to like shoulder to shoulder with some people in soccer fields, or shin to shin. I don't know. I don't even know how to explain it, but they're built different.
Oh no, like right now I'm reading this book called The Scarcity Brain, and they actually talk about that in the book. They talk about like in our society we have so much stuff, we're so plentiful right now, and so the human body is not used to having everything at its beck call. You know what I'm saying? You want a steak, you can go to the grocery store and get a steak. You want pizza, you got it. You want whatever you want, it's right there for you. So, and our bodies reflect it. We got a lot of extra fat that we don't need, carrying extra weight we don't need.
Yeah.
But like the human body, technically, you're right, it adapts to its surroundings. So if you're like people look over in Africa and they say, "Oh man, them guys can't be strong. They're skinny. They don't got a lot of weight." But that's because they don't need that weight. That weight is not not suitable for their environment.
Lifestyle. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. They don't need to be built. That's not what it's for. But they are strong. That's why you see these cats come over. They come over here and they're like, "Oh, that dude ain't that big," and he benching 500 pounds. His body is strong. And he's not
strong.
It's all muscle. It's solid. So our bodies adapt.
And even like the playing, as a kid, when you're playing, when you see out here, like kids play in the playground on on the monkey bars and the little ladders. Like back home, me growing up, the playing ground was running around on trees and jumping. It's different. I'm not making this up, and that I think has played a big part on my agility in the sports because of being agile, of jumping in situations. And when you think about it, it makes sense.
Yeah, it's like those guys in Florida that chase those rabbits.
Yeah.
I mean, you can just even see it every day, like with our kids. Like by the time I was 6 and 7, bro, I'm outside doing everything, and I didn't need no help. You know what I'm saying? Like, but now you get your run of the mill 6 or 7-year-old, they need your help.
But then also like they can't even be outside no more, bro. It's not even that safe no more, man. bunch of sick rats, you know.
Yeah,
No doubt.
like I remember being in elementary school. There was nothing like a heat. There was no such thing as a heat advisory. Like it was hot. If the sun was out and it went raining, you was going outside.
Oh yeah.
Now it's like, oh, it's 85 degrees. The heat advisory. You can't go outside.
I mean, yeah, and they say, obviously they say you know better, you do better, whatever. So that comes with the heat advisory and all that stuff too. But yeah, like just you can just see it, not it don't have to be such a drastic change, like even from another country to here. You can see it from just the way growing up and being outside as a kid versus the kids nowadays who are not outside. They're just not. And
Nah.
it's a different level, even when it comes to the sports. My first year in the sport versus a kid today's first year in the sport is a whole lot different.
Way different.
I come across kids all the time, especially in the training world. I know you do too, Ron. Who it's their first time playing the sport, and they come out there and they literally have no type of base. There's no baseline at all. And I just feel like that wasn't a thing. Like not just for myself, but like my friends. Obviously, watching you, Trey, and stuff like that. Everybody had a baseline.
Yeah.
I might not be good at baseball, but
But
hell,
you never played?
I can get out there and catch that thing. Like I ain't like now. All you see is like kids.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
You know
yeah.
how to catch the ball.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You might not have been
Stick
doing
and
it.
tackle,
Yeah, but you was catching.
you know?
You might not know how to line up, but you can go hit somebody.
Yeah.
catch
You
that
can
ball.
hit somebody.
Oh, you know what I'm saying? But it's just a little different, man.
Hey, Cassandra.
What up? What up? But no, Ron, this is one of my favorite parts of the show, man. I know you know the drill because you tune in. I got to get the mental health checks, man. So what I do, I go around 1 through 10, everybody, one at a time, 1 through 10. You know, how you doing personally? You know what I'm saying? What's going on with you? Physically, you taking care of yourself, and then business wise, what you got coming up next? Kind of 1 through 10, and tell us about that. We'll let Troy go first and show you how to get in.
Yeah.
All right. Well, mentally, man, I'm in the best headspace I've been in a long time. So, work is good. The podcast is good. Uh, don't got no stress in my life right now. It's working out constantly. Um, dealing with little snow a little bit, but other than that, I'm good. So, mentally, I say I'm about a 8.5 right now. Um, physically, bro, had a killer leg day yesterday. Um, just been, like I said, working out twice a day. Well, some days twice a day, some days once a day, depending on how the workout went. The two workout went before the day before, but physically, I'm about 7 right now because my back and my legs are just sore as shit. Um, personally, I said life is good. No stress. Work's good. So personally, I'm sitting about a 9. And then business wise, man, had a great show last night with Earl and Brandon from Cutter Stabilizers, man. We got to hang out with them last year at Total Archery Challenge, and ever since then, dude, we've been just talking back and forth, and we finally got time. They busy, what I'm saying, they you know making stabilizers and going around the country trying to sell them. Finally, and then on top of that, hunting. What I'm saying, because they are hunters first. And finally got a chance to sit down with them and chat. And man, dude, they dropped some gems on that show. I cannot wait to post it Friday. Tune in. It's on Carbon TV. If you ain't got the Carbon TV app,
Go
down
get it.
download it. You know what I'm saying? You can watch all your favorite outdoor content. If you don't got no favorite outdoor content, download the app and get some, because there's a lot of great shows on there. You got Chef Shelly, who me and Nick got to hang out with in Detroit. She's changing the culinary game in the outdoor world when it comes to wild game. You want to watch somebody that's constantly killing shit all the time. Tune in to Skullbound TVs and watch Miss Julian Bear. Jenna Bear. She's killing shit. You can watch the guys from Bow Hunter Planet. There's guys everywhere. I'm saying, the working class bow hunters. It's so many guys on there and gals that just got some amazing content. So, and of course, you got your boy, the Dreaded Archer, on Carbon TV as well. So tune into the podcast. All my episodes drop Friday on Carbon TV, and then the next week you'll get it on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. But the podcast said is doing great. Actually, I got Chef Shelly gonna be on the show tomorrow, so
That's gonna be lit.
it's gonna be dope. So can't wait to
Rolling,
have that.
baby.
Oh yeah, I stayed rolling like 3-4 shows a week, man. I stayed rolling.
I like the consistency. It's gonna
Hey,
pay off.
sa-
It already is.
bro, it's how it's got to be. Because I look at guys like there's other guys on the network, man. I look and they'll be like they'll post a show in January, and then I go back and it was a good show, and I go back and look and ain't nothing there till April, May. It's like hold on, man. Yeah, you gotta be
Gotta keep feeding them.
gotta keep feeding them, and that's what's happening. I'll drop a show, and I got so many people. It's like I'm caught up now. Like I got people they've gone all the way back to Spotify, my early Spotify shows. Now they've finally caught up on all the Carbon TV shows. Like I need more. So if the people asking for more, they got to do more. And my goal this year is to put out 100 episodes. Last year I did 50, so I'm trying to double that this year. 100 episodes and drop a lot of content. So the dreaded Archer is going up. So business wise, man, it's a 10, man. I can't have it no better.
Yo, Cam, what you got for me?
Man, I think I'm gonna just tomorrow can always be better, but man, it's hard not to claim a 9 right now. Just today was payday for me.
Mm.
That being paid once a month is kind of trash, but when it comes, it's nice. So financially everything is good. Man, mentally, had a really really good Christmas break. Um, got to end the hunting season. Had some really good sits. Unfortunately, trying to be a little bit of a conservationist and just trying to sit it out and wait it out for that one. That one will get you caught up in the sauce.
Mm-hmm.
And just didn't catch him at the right place at the right time. But man, I got my new Freedom Seed spreader for this season to be able to. I don't know what we can say on here, what we can't, but
This is
I did some
hilarious.
upgrades.
It took me a minute to understand. Yeah,
I got some new upgrades for it. Got a lot better in tune with it. So I'm looking forward to next season and just upping my game and my skill. And then just recharging from work, just having some time off. I will say that is one thing about education. The schedule is exactly the same thing every day. It's a little something different, but it's real hard to fall into a rut mentally. And
yeah.
luckily, the kids, with older kids and their creativeness, is inspiring and helps keeps you going. Went back to school for a week. We had some bad weather. Had another week off right behind it. So this is really the first full week we've had back at school since then. And man, I'm digging it. I'm really happy with the new job. It's something that I wish I could have gotten to sooner. But I'm glad to be a part of it now, and I'm enjoying it. And physically, everything's good. Had to go get that shot for the back a couple weeks ago. Had a couple of weird side effects from that, but everything's playing back out. Everything's back to normal, feeling good. And with friends like mine, who could be sad?
Hey Cam, have you seen that Taurus Ranging Hunter?
Yes.
That
Yes.
460 Smith and Wesson.
Yes, that's a little excessive for me.
No, it ain't.
But I wouldn't mind. I would not mind having. I mean, if I'm trying to shoot through an engine block of a vehicle, I got something that'll do that, but it requires two hands, not one. But I mean, I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind the 357 Raging Hunter. I really like those. I don't have any revolvers. I think that's the only thing I don't have on my menu. But yeah, I mean, it's super nice. It's super nice, but good grief.
If we wasn't getting in trouble before, we definitely is now.
No, we ain't. We ain't there. We
Yeah,
good.
Hey,
But,
Facebook don't care about nothing. You can do what you want to do. Don't show that.
We ain't pointing at the screen.
yeah.
That's what gets you.
But yeah, I mean, I'm all good, man. I couldn't expect any better out of life right now. I'm living it.
what we want to hear, man. Ron, look at old Tay Hot. Ron, man, go ahead, give me the rundown, baby. 1 through 10. How you feeling?
Man, I'm feeling good. I just need some menudo soup right now, bruh. But mentally, I think I'm in a pretty good state. Like kind of Cam said, when you're in education, it's easy to get in that little hole. So you just have to kind of every now and then kind of have to reboot and reset and get back in it. But the kids are what kind of keep me going. It's like you have no idea, bro. I look forward to go to work. I look forward to get to the studio and see what I'm like, okay, what are we making today? Or and the kids are always like over there at LETV. The kids are always in my class, whether you're taking my class or not. So mentally, I'd give it a solid 9. Um, and then physically, uh, I don't know. I'd probably give it another solid 9 as well. You know, I'm trying to get back into the gym this year. I want to see how that will go. Um, After I graduated and got done with college ball, it's like I put aside gym and then having baby, being a dad, and having a career and running a business and having a full-time job. It kind of got me sidetracked a little bit, but health is very important. You got to put it first, and so I want to get back into it. I was a top athlete, always being a top athlete, and I feel like I'm being an athlete right now, and that's very unreal of me. So I want to get back into the working out. Now, as far as cardio, I stay on top of it. I run. Recently joined Texarkana running club. I have yet to run with them, but I'm gonna start running with the Texarkana running club. I think Waka and them are on it.
Yeah, tell them I
Uh,
said well.
so it just I figure that's the only way it's gonna get me out there back to running again.
No,
As a soccer player, I love to run. It's that's all you do in soccer, you run. But uh, so yeah, a solid 9 in physical health, solid 9 in mental health. Businessman, I would say a solid 9 too. It's still not there, but actually no, business I'd say a solid 7. You know, it just came from a 5 to a 7. I don't know. Clean Visuals, man, has taken a very huge turn from the first day that I started Clean Visuals. I know it was meant to be. Um, and ever since I started Clean Visuals, it's just been like taking off. It's been having crazy projects, reaching out. Like last year was my first time doing weddings, and I had done a couple weddings for my first time. And so this year I'm hoping to double that number. Um, I've already done my first wedding this year, so I'm looking to do more. Um, Slowly finding my niche. I think sticking into doing weddings and real estate. I think that's where I'm targeting mostly. Um, and I know I started my media career into like sports, but I think wedding and real estate is where I want to target the most. So yeah, I'll give solid 9 on health, on physical, solid 9 on mental health, and a solid 7 on business.
can't complain with that, man. Can't complain with that. Myself, um, personally, man, I'm in a good space right now. New job. Like it's my third week right now. But one of those weeks, like Cam just said, we had the bad weather stuff. So uh, about that time, them cameras getting hot. We had that bad weather, so I missed that second week, but it's the third week, man, and just taking on some new stuff and just having those creativity synapses or whatever firing off every day again, man. It's been good for me. So I can't complain there. We fought the flu bug in this house last week as well. So and everybody came out on top of that deal. So I can't complain there, man. So I gotta give myself a 9. Personally, um, physically, man, I feel good. Like I say all the time, man. I'm getting up in the mornings and I'm having the energy to go. As far as working out, not really working out right now. But like I keep saying, it's coming. So we're gonna be in the gym eventually, man. But I gotta give myself a 7 or 8 on the physical. But I feel a 9 or a 10. But I know the real. And then business wise, man, I can't. How can I even say anything less than a 9, 10 on episode 100? Or the read, talk, and listen, man. I can remember, like I said all tonight, way back when it was just on the phone every single day, like just chopping it up on the way to work, on the way to the store, wherever, and then finally saying, "Hey, man, I think we can do this podcast thing." I
Exactly.
can't shout out LJ and Kevin and Lifford. I actually saw Lifford at the park. Took Nora to the park, and I saw Lifford at the park with his little grandson or granddaughter. I'm sorry, and he was like, "Hey man, y'all still asking about the podcast? Y'all still doing y'all thing? It's crazy and all this stuff." Whatever. And I was like, "Yeah, man, but I just want to tell you, I hadn't got a chance to tell you personally. You know what I'm saying? I really appreciate what y'all did for us back then, because we was on the fence of whether we was gonna start this thing or or not, and y'all inviting us on y'all's podcast and really showing us the ropes really, helped us get kicked off. So it was good to be able to, finally shake his hand and look him in the eye and say, "Hey, man, I appreciate that." Especially on a night like tonight, thinking about that when we're on episode 100 of our own thing. So shout out to those guys over at the Just Press Play podcast, man. They're doing their thing. They still rocking. So if y'all want to get over and find them, they're on Spotify and everything as well. Just Press Play podcast, man. It's a show kind of like this. They're family, two brothers and their dad, and they talk sports and they talk general and they talk, just what's going on. And it's a good show, man. I like
For
it.
sure.
So y'all, get over there and check them out because if there's no Just Press Play podcast, there might not have ever been a
No
Read Talk Listen
RPL.
podcast, and that's
Just
100%
play.
100% true right there, man. But yeah, so I can't complain tonight. I've went ahead and went full steam onto it. We are having Read Talk and Listen merch. So it's coming down the pipeline, and we're just doing our thing right now, man. We're not gonna stop saying it. We're having our way. Shout out to everybody for the positive feedback. Shout out to everybody who tuned in tonight. Everybody who tunes in on Spotify. All that good stuff, man. We're gonna keep doing this for y'all. Shout out to the whole crew. Shout out to you, Trey, for jumping in this thing with me and going full speed. Shout out to you, Cam, for hopping in on just hopping in because you wanted to. You know what I'm saying? Like that, you don't find that everywhere.
You don't get that, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
it's
shout out
like
to you for hopping in and turning us up another notch, man. And you already know the real Ron, man. Shout out to you for coming and sitting on here with us tonight and shooting.
appreciate it, man.
You know what I'm saying? And we just gonna
Always
keep.
welcome back.
Oh, no doubt. Anytime you want to come on, bro, just hit me up, and we got a spot.
Hey man, hey, I feel like this has been the most turned up show. I ain't gonna lie to you, man.
It'll turn to
I ain't gonna lie to you, man. We gonna have to run it back.
Oh, we gotta run it back. We gotta run it back in. We gotta run it back in studio.
in studio. Ooh man. Hopefully
We
I'm
gotta run
drinking
it
by
back in
then.
studio. I don't
Hey,
know how
hey,
to work
I
out
got,
the logistics, but we gonna. We gonna
hey. You know, Mr. Reed now got the spot. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
hey man, hey, we gonna definitely have to. Hey, we definitely gonna have to run it back, no doubt. Hey,
That's good.
last but not least, man, y'all got any last words for the people?
Yeah, man. Hey, it's 2024. And this is a motto that I'm living by this year. And I recommend if you ain't got no direction or plan for 2024, live by this. Just shut up, put your head down, and do the work. And when you look back up, you're gonna have some success. So,
100 miles. I
but
hope you've heard that.
but first you gotta shut up and just do the work, man. Stop
100
talking. You'll
miles.
do it.
He said, "You put the government." What you got for the folks, Ron?
100 miles. Where you at? But anyways, man, nothing, man. I appreciate y'all for having me over on the show. To be honest, bro, when you had messaged me and asked me for it, I ain't gonna say it. I ain't gonna lie, no cap. I felt honored, bro. And then because when you had told me about it, I didn't know it was the 100th episode, and so later on, come to find out 100th episode, I'm like,
Yeah,
okay,
we didn't
man.
know. We were like, wait a minute,
I
this is
feel
not.
yeah.
Nah, we
Sure.
was on the phone and we was like, it's gonna be episode 100. And I was like,
Like
oh,
what?
I was like, oh, I'm gonna hit a run immediately. Like as soon as you like,
Yeah. So I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you, man. But I think this is one heck of a show. But if I could tell people, uh, like I said, shut up and work, man. It's like I see it every time, especially me being in education. Like people whining and wondering. I'm like, man, you getting a chick. You signed that contract, right? When you got here, you put your butt down right there, and they interviewed you, and you put that ink on paper. They own your way. You know what I mean? So why you complaining? So people gotta quit complaining and just get to work. Do it. I mean, that's your job. I mean, like I said, like Nick, man, I did construction. First job I did when I came to America, first job I did was concrete. I hated it.
Ooh, concrete
I'm
is rough.
talking, and I did it in Reno, Nevada, up north, cold as hell. So around this time, like I did, and I took things lightly, but I'm saying like that thing, man, it was bad, but it created character on me, and I think that's kind of put me in a place where I'm at right now. So I tell people, man, you get an opportunity, you take it. You don't see an opportunity yet, work till that opportunity comes. People are wanting, people are seeking for validation every time. People are wanting people to pat their back and telling them they're doing a good job. Nah, man, just keep working, man.
Yep.
Yeah.
And hey, here's another tip. Don't be in a room full of money and leave broke.
Yeah,
If if
that.
if you if you if you find
oh,
yourself in a room full of a lot of successful people, don't leave broke and don't leave without knowing more than you came with.
And leaving broke. Sometimes you don't even gotta leave with no money. You leave an idea. I left game day with an idea.
No, that's what I mean. Not
Yeah,
just not
yeah,
just financially,
yeah.
but
Not just
don't
yeah.
leave with nothing. Don't be
yeah,
around a bunch of stuff and
No,
leave with nothing.
no cap.
like you know what I mean. Like all of us have been in different places, working different environments, and you've left for something, and here we are, man. So yeah, keep working, man.
Got
Ain't
to
nobody got time for that.
fit something to him, Cam.
Hey, it don't matter your upbringing, your past, where you're sitting at right now, what you did, what you didn't do, allegedly, legally, all that. Don't let nothing hold you back, man. I'm living proof, man. I'm sitting right here. I got something beside me I wasn't never supposed to see again, and got a bunch of them. And that was just a small step. That was something I wanted back personally. You don't grow up in Southwest Arkansas and not hunt in some form or fashion, enjoy the outdoors. So that's just a small piece, but there's so many more doors that's going to open up for your career and things that you thought you could never do again that you, like you said, you concrete Nevada. You know, you there's just jobs and positions that you put yourself in to keep on living and surviving that build character. So the stuff that you wasn't supposed to do when it becomes available is easy to you now. You're
Yeah,
good at it now, naturally. It's something that just developed because it all starts with the mindset. And don't ever let your past or anything like that hold you back. If it's something that you want to do, something that you're passionate about, don't be afraid to ask somebody that's doing it. You if you want to be a chef, you might not can get in contact with Gordon Ramsay, but Joe that works in the back of the kitchen down there at Olive Garden might tell
pretty
you how to
good
put that
too.
sauce on something. You know what I'm saying? He might can tell you how to whip that thing.
You
But I mean, it's your world, man.
Filet
Make it.
mignon.
no cap, man. No cap, man. Hey, mine, man, is I'm just gonna stick with it with what I've been saying so far in 2024, man. Consistency. It don't matter. It don't matter if you want to do a podcast. I'm just gonna use that as an example. If you want a podcast, man, you got to start. Get you a mic, get you a camera, get you a computer, whatever you got to get, and just start it, man. And every day, I'm gonna sit down on Tuesday nights and I'm gonna do my thing for an hour. I'm gonna do my thing for 30 minutes. I'm gonna do my thing for 15 minutes. It don't matter how long it is. But you sit down on Tuesday nights and for 15 minutes, your laptop and your camera and your mic, and you going at it for 15 minutes hard and you posting your 15 minutes and you posting your 15 minutes and everybody like, man, what you doing? And you don't give a damn and you posting your 15 minutes and you posting your 15 minutes. Hey, them 15 minutes gonna add up.
Don't add
Yeah,
up quick.
And you never know, bro. I mean, you get on TikTok. That's what's so crazy to me. I think that it's 2024 and we got these in our hands 24/7. They in our hands 24/7 and we watching other people do exactly what we want to do. And we watching them do it every day every day, and we steadily telling our friends, one day I'm gonna do this. One day I'm gonna do this. When you sitting here watching the person do what you saying you've been wanting to do, and
Mhm.
you watch them do it every day, that makes no sense to me.
That's the thing
So
Trey was saying. Leaving the room, leaving that and
yeah, that makes
leaving
no
that
sense.
broke.
So hey, find you some people that know what they're doing, or at least going in that right direction, man. Hop behind them, hop beside them, chop it up with them, talk to them. Hey, this is what I want to do. I see you doing it, and just come at it correct, man. And have you a couple ideas already in the tank when you go up to them type of people. You know what I'm saying? And let it be what it's gonna be, man. Other than that,
Hey,
you know you
hey,
go ahead.
I don't know who. I know who it is. It's my boy. He must be listening because he hit me up and said, "Hey, will this work?"
There you go.
Look at
Microphone.
that. Yeah.
Got to, man. Hey, yeah.
And see, that's the thing. Like people hop on here. Like every time you have an episode, people hop on here and they look at this. I'm like, man, I can't start no podcast. Like look at them. Like, and that's the thing. Like, quit comparing.
Exactly.
Yep.
Like, sometimes maybe you just don't need no fancy camera. Just find something to start, and then ideas will come. Because you're trying to have all this fancy stuff, fancy equipment, and then okay, you have this fancy equipment, and you don't know where to start. Start with something, and then you'll find your groove. It's the same with me and my wife's thing. Like I was like, you know what? Let's just start it as reels and see where it takes us. But we're starting, and
Yep.
starting is the hard part.
Yep. Hey, and this right here is all you need. All you gotta do is plug in
Man,
a microphone, and you can. And they got apps. You can just record.
them new iPhones got good cameras. You don't need a fancy camera. Use your phone for a
Hey,
camera.
you don't even need a mic. You get you a nice set of AirPods and you
Man,
all the way.
AirPods. Yeah.
I mean,
And then
you ain't even gotta have the legit AirPods. You know what I'm saying? You got somebody
hey,
walking around the
Fugazi.
you get some
Fugazi.
gas stations in.
Ooh, they gonna still get it done. Nah, man, but you gotta get it started. And like Ron just that's a good point. I know we got to wrap this thing up. That was a good point right there. Stop
Starting is a
comparing.
hard part.
Stop comparing yourself to whoever are. If they've been doing it for 10 years, bro, you're not gonna be on their level.
You
Nope.
can't compare, man.
Man,
It's the iceberg. It's the iceberg thing, man. Everybody sees the tip of the iceberg and think, "Damn," but you don't realize that iceberg started off as a small piece of ice, and over the years, it just continued to just build on and build on and build on, and you see
oh, man.
the final result.
Yeah.
But you don't. But you never saw the work that went into it. Them long nights.
And too, I do this a lot, which I hope everybody does. If you find a podcast that you like or something you like to watch it, and you run up on them, and they on episode 100, go back to episode 1, 5, and
Look
then,
at him.
And you gonna see it.
then you be like, damn, this the same. Like that's what you got to do. Don't look at episode 250, episode 1000, Joe Rogan, and be like, man, that's what I want. I want my
Go
studio.
go back and watch some of Joe Rogan's one through 100.
Yeah, no doubt. I want my studio to look like a spaceship. Was you got to go to the damn closet first,
Yeah.
When he
and
was
then you.
when he was podcasting, his friends saying, "Bro, what are you doing? Why are you doing this? You like on episode 200." Joe Rogan didn't pop off to episode 500.
Come on,
And imagine from 1 to 500. By the time he got to 200, it's probably like, man, screw this.
man.
But he kept going. It's the same way with y'all, bro. I'm telling y'all, man, I respect y'all a lot because it ain't easy. And even at some point in this episode today, like a lot of having 20 people online watching. I used to tune in here. There's barely 3 people.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Sometimes you're going for like 5 minutes, you're talking to nobody.
No cap.
But you're tuning in and you guys are going 100% like if you got 20 people watching you. So
333 comments. Somebody was watching this thing.
No, for real,
Because
hey,
YouTube, Facebook don't give you the real numbers.
no.
you know what I mean? So, bro, it's a milestone. Y'all should really be proud of yourself, bro.
Exactly. I might bring the streamers and stuff I was supposed to have today on to the next episode, but we got to get up out of here. We already said our last word. So, with all that being said, man, this is season 6, episode 3, and also episode 100 of the Read, Talk, and Listen podcast. I'm your host, Nick Reed, along with my brother and co host, Trey Reed. Killer Cams on the 1 and 2s. And we had a special guest in this thing, my boy, my dear friend, Mr. Ronald Makaramba.
Yes, sir. Take it easy.